My version of this is going to be, listen, if you're not making $300,000 to $500,000 a year, you got issues. Why do you have issues? Well, because, dude, the gap is widening between the rich and the poor. And you're on this side if you're not making $300,000 to $500,000. So if you're over here, you need to jump, dude, quick, because it's getting wider. So jump, and I will show you how to make between 3 and 500K a year. That's the offer. Who's not gonna do that? Every motherfucker that hears it. Who knows how to do it right?
Not very many companies.
To train people requires 4 things, and most businesses don't understand these 4 things. And that's why they don't train very well, because they don't understand the 4 things. The 4 things. Number 1, you have to know how to do it in the first place. That's called good content. So you have to know how to onboard, how to sell, how to service, how to whatever. You have to have the right information to begin with. Because if you're, like you said, teaching them shit jobs, then you get people doing shit jobs. So these guys are training shitty and these guys are performing shitty. Well, that's because if you train them the wrong way, they're gonna do it the wrong way. So you have to correct that, because that's the goal here. You need to figure out first how to train them. That's called the content. So that's the number 1 thing you need. Then they need repetition. Most people aren't making their people go through the training more often and enough. So there's no repetition. Well, you have to have repetition. So good content, repetition. Then you need practice. Most of these companies aren't allowing for practice. They're allowing practice on customers, which is why their accounts suffer. So they're practicing on real customers. They should be practicing on virtual customers, because we can simulate through interactive modules the frequently heard objections, et cetera, et cetera. So now you need practice. Then you need accountability. You need to be able to track, measure, and monitor everything that's happening. Who did it, who didn't, who's understanding it, who's not understanding it, and then you'll have a training system. An effective training requires good content, repetition, practice, and accountability. If you don't have those things, you don't have a training system, you have an exposure system. And I don't know about Utah, but exposure could get you arrested here in Las Vegas. Yeah, but with all jokes aside, dude, that's the bottom line. So you're saying, these guys need it, these guys need it. Yes, they need it. The problem is, number 1, Lightspeed doesn't give them the good content. Lightspeed delivers, tracks, and measures, and allows them to perform repetition, practice, and accountability. So the good content is what's needed, right? So when you want to build a system for yourself, you'll be successful if you have the good content. If you don't know what you're doing, well, then Lightspeed's not going to help you.
That's why you would go.
I know, but just hear me out.
Yeah.
So what we do is look for the people with good content. Why? Because if you have good content, he needs it, and you need a system, not a video. See, videos don't train, otherwise I'd be a black belt, because I watch mixed martial arts all the time. Why am I not a black belt?
Because you're not retaining information and practicing it.
Because I didn't fucking do those 4 things. Now, if I went to a fucking place that had good content, let's say jiu-jitsu, and I fucking went through it 1,000,000 times, and I practiced it all day long, and I was held accountable to doing it right in the first place, I'd need good content, repetition, practice, and accountability. Now I'm a black belt. And then you're saying all these people start these schools and they get their asses kicked and then they quit. Yes, they do. Why? Because nobody gave them good content, repetition, practice, and accountability. Some schools are giving them good content, but no repetition. Doesn't work. Some schools are giving them good content and repetition, but there's no practice, so they go out and get their fucking arm broke in the first fight they're in. Puts them out. And then some businesses are given good content, repetition, practice, and holding them accountable. And that's how you develop, in this case, an athlete. But an employee is no different. So you're saying Aptive, they're selling the shit out of it, but they can't deliver it. Well, that's because their techs are trained wrong or ineffectively. Because if you ask Aptive, they're gonna say, we're training our people. What are you, fucking stupid? Of course we train our people. You're going to say, yeah, but you train them from this guy that does it. Well, all you're saying is you're not giving them good content. There's no repetition, there's no practice, and there's no accountability, which results in a poorly trained tech. So if you could fix that, you could have sold your company. If you could fix that, it would be invaluable. And they would agree, but they must first agree that they have a problem. You can't go tell a company that they have a problem if they don't think they have a problem. So again, when it comes to selling these companies, we don't sell them the content. Why? They have the content. They're not all sucky. Some are good, but they're not modeling their training system on that. Now, an onboarding is completely different. Onboarding is, hey, you want to be a rep? Great. Let's get you onboarded so you can be trained. So onboarding is not training. Onboarding is onboarding.
Sign paper.
Yeah, it's like, hey, here's your boss, here's your hours, here's our core values, sign this, sign that, sign this, sign that. Okay, you're onboarded.
Yeah.
Now what? Well, now you got to fucking train them. So when someone wants to put together an onboarding system, what do they need? Good content and that system. So what you're saying is, hey, I want to create a call center. Give me $500K and I'll get a call center and we'll fucking crush.
They have the same problem as I do.
You're going to have the same problem because who's going to deliver all of the services you just sold? Because, dude, selling Lightspeed isn't a problem. Otherwise, I'd be out of business. Selling it is easy. Delivering it is the difficult part, and that's why you don't have a million Andy Elliott's. Andy Elliott has good content, good systems, good process. All he needed was a system and a little exposure, which I provide. So I could turn you into a fucking name brand motherfucker, but not if your content shit. Why? Well, because your system won't work. Because bad content in a good system is still going to make shitty results. You have to have all four. You can't have something where it doesn't contain those four things. So now you go to Aptiv and you say, hey, what if I could show you a system that allow you to onboard and train your people properly? They go, fucking hell yeah. We're not selling that. We don't sell that. We sell the tool to put the good content in. Now we do have services to help you make the good content, but you have to have the content. We're not the fucking onboarding experts. We're not the fucking bug selling experts.
Yeah, you have to come up with the content yourself.
Yeah, we're the training system experts. So when someone says, why would we hire, and like your girl says, well, I could use Kajabi. Kajabi hosts videos. Does she just want to host videos? She doesn't even need Kajabi. She can get a private YouTube channel. Yeah, does she want to train people or does she want to fucking expose people? That's the question.
Like, oh, I want this.
Yeah, but you want to train them or expose them? Well, most people like it because, oh man, the interface and it's fucking cool and it's badass and everyone's like, yeah, that's way better. Well, that's because, well, what they're talking about is, as far as a branding perspective, I don't want to walk in with a fucking hokey looking fucking website with a bunch of videos, even though if that's what they're selling is videos, they don't need Lightspeed. But if you're selling training, well, then you have to have Lightspeed. Why? Because Kajabi doesn't track how many times people went through it. Doesn't track that. If you go through a video in Kajabi, it says complete. Well, complete what? What's complete? Well, they went through the content. Once? Well, they could have went through it twice or three times, but we don't know. We just see that it's complete. Exactly. You're not tracking repetition. You're not even insisting repetition. So if I'm going to go help a company, that's just a tool to help them. If you said right now you are Aptiv, let's say you're the CEO of Aptiv, here's my problem. I'm going to say, dude, you have to have the right content. So get the content. Now, if you say Bob has it, well, then Lightspeed's going to sell Bob a system because he's got the content. We're going to make this training system now, not just a library of fucking videos. And then I'm going to instruct Bob how to go sell you. So what Lightspeed does is we look for people with the information. Why? Because the information is what's necessary to make the system work. So you have to have good content, repetition, practice, and accountability. So you're saying, I'll start a call center and sell the shit out of it. Sell the shit out of what? Proper onboarding. That's not proper onboarding. That's a tool to deliver proper onboarding. Yeah, we're missing one thing, the good content. How do you properly onboard the motherfuckers? Dude, I can do a swipe up that says, hey, if you want to fucking have a job with me, click here. Dude, I'll get thousands of people saying, I want a job.
Making millions.
I want a job, 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 and then I'd go bug spray or bug selling. So again, in that regard, if you say, I'm gonna have people to go help these companies, well, it's possible, but the company, first of all, has to know what they're doing. Find all those people and to train them on how to do what we do, it's not as easy as you think.
Of LDS Mormonville. These are
Yeah,
straight up
and
assassins.
yeah, Utah has a good work.
It's the best work base in the world, and as far as I'm concerned. They don't drink, they don't smoke, they're hungry as hell to be a big entrepreneur like yourself. They want opportunity. That's why they go do door-to-door sales. Then we present them this, and they actually get to be a part of something that isn't, dude, eventually doors, they suck. Knocking on doors all day. This is also a good funnel for all these guys who are begging to God to transition out, but this is their only way they're making 100K, 150K. I can build you a team that can do the sales side and this side. I can assure you that. The workforce and where I live is not like Vegas. It's not like sifting through, no offense, but it's not sifting through a bunch of people where it's I don't know if this guy's gonna, dude, these are all dudes who serve 2-year missions that have the credentials, that go to a prestigious school, that then did door-to-door sales on top of that.
So I give you 500 grand. What do you do with it? How does it start?
Great question. You start, there's obviously things that you understand that I don't understand about Lightspeed. I can imagine a programmer, videographers.
You don't need programmers.
You don't? Okay, that's even easier. So scratch that. So that's why I wanted to pick your brain on all the
Well, again, dude,
all the roles.
Lightspeed is the technology. You don't need to program it.
Hell yeah.
You don't need to build code. You don't
Even
need to
better.
do none of it.
So we don't even need to build code. So no programmer. You just saved me a lot of money. Okay, so we need an appointment setter and we need account executives. So that's a closer. So you have an
That's to
appointment
sell
setter.
it. Yeah.
Yep, to actually sell it.
Now it's being
and
sold.
Then we need people to go in and build out the processes.
Yeah.
Outside of that, we need videographers to create the production for them.
Yeah, but 500 grand, that doesn't last very long with all those people.
Well, you land one deal and it does.
One deal doesn't pay 500 grand.
All I'm saying is that enables you to keep going. You land a couple deals.
No, I know, but if someone comes to me and says, hey, give me 500 grand, I say, great, walk me through how that 500 grand is spent.
Oh, I can show you.
So what you've told me so far is hire a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many people?
Let me show you.
What positions? What salaries?
Yeah, I got all that.
And then ultimately you get to a monthly number. What's that number? Do you know?
I'll just show you what because there's again a lot of pieces that I didn't understand about your business. So you'd have a call center manager. This is super important because this
How much
guy,
is that a year?
120 to 150.
So 10 grand a month.
But here's the thing. This is what I haven't said. I am willing to also sell all of my properties to cover another 500K.
Well, dude,
I'm gonna have
if you have an interest in building something, you don't need to sell your properties. And my advice would be don't.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So,
Dude, properties are what you're trying to accumulate by doing all this. Once you have the money, properties are what you're trying to get. So if you sell your properties, it better be to get more money so you can go back and buy more properties. You already have the properties. Don't sell them. Number one, you'd borrow against them because then it's tax free. But number two, you don't need 500 grand. Let me see what you think you need real quick.
It's 1.2.
Yeah, but let me see how you're coming up with that.
Okay, so you need a call center manager. Okay, this is incredibly important.
Let's just use monthly numbers. So that's 10 grand a month.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
12. Then you have account executives. This is depending on how they sell
much?
though. Usually you're going to start them between 50 and 75K, salary, and then they can get up to 150K.
Okay, let's use 5 G's a month.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so
we're
now
at
you're
15K?
you're 17.
17. Okay, so setters. Let's go right here. So we would need at least 3 setters to begin with. So 40K salary.
Okay, so let's say 4 grand a month.
Okay.
Let's say 3 grand a month.
I'd
just to
say
be
3.
Okay, so now
you're way less.
Now you're at 26 grand a month.
Okay. Then I had programmer on here. You don't need that. Videographer / editor. I just want somebody that's really good. It'd be 120. And then
Well, number one, they don't cost that. Number two, one's not enough. Like, you gonna do one job at a time?
I got a couple phenomenal people in Utah right now. I'm telling you.
You can't fucking cook grits in less than fucking 8 minutes.
All right, how much would you say that would cost?
Well,
That piece of video
it depends on the volume of business that you have. You know, if you have all these people to sell it and they sell 7 of them and you have one video editor, they ain't doing shit, bro.
Well, you sell to your ability and what you can.
I know, but you'll have to tell that company, we'll get to you in February because we have all these other companies and we can only do one thing at a time. Because editing, you don't just do it instantly. It's a process. Now with AI, you're able to get a lot quicker. But now that videographer and editor is not that. It's a fucking person that understands how to leverage AI to accelerate production.
They're usually separate video and editor.
But that's not enough. So if he came in, that's all I had was people that were doing yours. He came in and bought. Well, now he's waiting 2 to 3 weeks. Well, now my next customer is waiting fucking a month. Then my next customer is waiting 2 months. And pretty soon it's like, when can you do it? We'll get to you in fucking December. You can't do that. You have to grow and scale as you go.
Exactly. I'm not going to take on more clients than we can.
Yeah,
That's why it's like a few account executives, a few setters. I'm not trying to get to too many clients at once. And if we land a big one, then that's like going to be the main one until we can scale from there.
Okay, keep going.
So then you would need project managers. So over the accounts to actually go in, actually onboard them.
How much are those?
Anywhere between 40 and 50 grand, 60.
Okay.
Somewhere in that range.
So you need how many
you
of
would
those?
know better than me. So
how many of those do you need?
3.
Okay, so now you're at 31 grand.
So we're at 31 grand.
No, 41 grand.
41 grand.
A month.
Okay, then you need an accountant. Okay, 60, 75K, somewhere in that range.
Okay, 46 grand. What else?
Yeah, so anyway, so no monthly, so furniture, computers, incentives. Okay, and then you have rent. So this is also unique.
How much is rent?
I already found some place that you will never find in Utah. Like I found it for $5K a month. It's crazy. They're charging like 28 to 30 a square foot.
Not a month.
Yeah.
No, bro, trust me.
Am I just crazy?
No, that they're speaking annually.
Annually, okay. So yeah, we could probably find a better space then. But yeah, anywhere between at that point then 3 to 5K for rent for like a place about 3,000.
You figure $2 a square foot, you know, that's 7,000 if it's 3,500. 7,000 a month. So you're, let's say 50. Is that it?
I already have a spot like.
I know, but is that it without equipment?
Yeah.
Okay, because equipment you can go buy, you know, let's say 80K worth of equipment. Now you've got equipment to go film shit. You still don't have editors. So let's add a couple more editors because you got to be able to do the work.
And I already have a few editors, I'm telling you.
But still now, so you're at roughly 70K a month in expenses right there without a sale. Now let's assume you go sell something, right?
Exactly.
If you go sell enough to pay for that $70,000, you cannot sell anymore for probably a month or 2.
Yeah.
So now you
come back.
Yeah, but now you spent
and then you just saw,
spent 140, but you can only collect 70 and deliver. You can collect 7 million, but then that doesn't count because you have to deliver it or give the money back.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you scale business. You're going to be operating at a deficit until you're profitable.
Is that how it works?
I mean, is that not how it works for you?
Well, I mean, that's
Is it not how it worked for you?
No, it's not how it worked for me.
You started profitable day one?
Yeah.
You did something that none of us has ever done.
Well, I mean, again, you could argue that I wasn't profitable day one, but again, I mean, I started it with $0 and I went and sold somebody and then they gave me a check. Yeah. And then I took that check and I fucking delivered and I had a little left over for me. So that's profitable in my book. Now,
do you want speed or do you want 24 years to build an onboarding company / training?
Well, that was then and this is now. I don't need 24 years anymore.
I know.
And plus I've learned more than I forgot more than you've probably learned. FYI, only because you're so young. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, if I gave you 500 grand, you'd go spend approximately 70,000 of it per month, which would keep us a business, let's say 6 months, right? Half a year.
Yeah, I'm already planning on landing those deals.
Yeah, so a better way to do that is to go land a deal, right? And then build it you sell the deal, and then you hire these people as needed. You don't need them.
That makes sense.
I don't need all those people to go close Aptive and deliver it. Why? Well, first of all, we could deliver that. So go sell Aptive for X amount of dollars, and now all of a sudden, if you wanted to keep building, you could, but you could also take your money. And by the way, that doesn't constitute a call center either.
Yeah.
Like a call center is fucking whole room full of motherfuckers dialing all day long, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of phone calls. You had 3 sales reps. That's not a call center.
That's like the very beginning.
I know, but it's not a call center.
Yeah, you grow it. Like, I'm not talking. This is like
You know there's call centers for lease. Like I could go get 100-person call center right now tomorrow, and not have to build it because they're there waiting to sell your shit. They have people already there, already got the phones. And by the way, there's phones. There's way more than just that, but there's people already there doing it. So you would source a call center that we don't own because you don't want to own it. You don't need to own it. And then you have to go train them on what we're selling. So bam, overnight you have 100 people calling.
All right, makes it a lot easier for me.
But you can't deliver if they sold them all.
No, 100%.
And again, we couldn't even deliver if you brought me 100 deals tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they all needed production, and they all needed someone to go out and fucking show them what to do and tell them what to do. I'd say, fuck, dude, I can't deliver 100 overnight.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I only have so many Carolines. I only have so many editors. I only have so many cameras. You know, you can't deliver it all just because you could sell it all. So, like I said, selling license fee is not that difficult. Me and you could go close a deal that you get us in the door. We close that deal, and I can deliver on that deal. I can deliver, on quite a few deals. But 100, like, that want it immediately, I couldn't deliver on 100 anyway. Neither could you. And I could give you 5 million and you couldn't, because that's a lot. If you're talking about everything you're talking about. Now, if you went and sold 100 fucking people on a system, I could spin up 1 million systems tomorrow. So,
Also what they can do.
well, I know, but that's why we sell the tool to people that want to build their own system. That we sell a package, because you bought a package.
You get them to sign up for 12 months.
I know, but I don't know what you did if you did 30K. You bought a package of consulting and services that we give our consulting clients. You didn't buy the system for that. The system was fucking, you could have spun that up yourself. Yeah. So again, would you rather sell 1,000 people a system, which I could deliver tomorrow, or 1,000 people the services, like what you bought? Because dude, you bought a package that where if I sold 1,000 of you, I would have to I would have to fill up this entire building and another one. Why? Well, because dude, how do I deliver that package? So what I'm doing here is I'm saying, hey Bob, you train people on whatever. He says, yeah. I say, okay, let me show you how to build that system. And then let me show you how to go get all those customers. Now him and his team is doing all that. We don't do anything except show them how to use the system. Once the system's built, he goes and builds it. He goes and builds that company. Mm-hmm. And that's because, he's getting most of the money anyway, and it's his business, it's not mine.
So why couldn't you just sell the system as like a standalone thing without your production?
I can.
For an entire year?
I can.
Why don't you do that?
We do.
With 3 sales reps?
Yeah, they're trying to get the fucking 30K because there's a bigger commission.
Yeah.
But you can spin up.
But what long term? So let's look at that. That's actually freaking huge.
Well, we do.
But with 3 sales reps.
Well, no, we probably, you can go to our website and sign up free. People buy the platform without salespeople all the time.
Oh, I'm sure. But if you had an actual call,
those reps,
center,
those
they're
reps,
not having to deliver on anything.
Yeah, but those reps are selling packages, not systems.
And they can still sell packages if they wanted to, but entry level it's $3,600. That's a lot of money. So 3,600 times 20, that's 7,200 a month. And then they're going to keep doing it, keep using it, hopefully year to year. They're going to forget about it.
3,600 by 20 is
Yeah.
72,000 a month.
For one sales rep.
Right, but I'm just saying 3,600 times 20 is not 7,200 a month.
Wait. Say that again?
3,600 times 20,
Is not 7,200? 72,000?
72,000, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had. So 72,000 for one rep. You do that times 12.
For one rep in how long?
They sell them for a 12-month subscription. That's what we did in pest control.
No, I follow you, but, and you pay the rep what? 20%?
10%.
So all they make is 7,200 bucks?
No, check this out. So 3,600 times 20, times 0.05. Yeah, 3,600 bucks. This is how Vivint's making their money.
Okay, so let's do that model.
Let's do it. This is the model right here.
But that's just a commission.
Yeah.
You don't need all those people to go sell Lightspeed, do you?
What do you mean?
You need 500 grand not to do that. That's just knowing a few people that can sell the platform.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to spend an hour a week with me helping you become a business badass? Well, check out my group in the link below.
Yeah, but what Bob's saying is he's saying, hey, you're talented, but we got to figure out what to do because what you're saying doesn't necessarily make sense in entirety. And he's going down the right angle, which is why don't we figure out how to get making some money, and then you can grow that. That's all I think that's he's suggesting. No, 2024, my goal is money.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what.
Normally, I don't focus on money. I just have fun and live life, and money comes.
what is
But 2024 is one of the first years in a long time that I'm going to say, how much money can I make? And I'm going to have, probably 9 to 12 sales guys in about, within 30 days of January. Why? Because I'm going to focus on building the sales team. I've never focused on it. Why? Because I got a million things going on. And I'm also not stupid. You don't want to scale chaos. So you have to have your systems and processes in place. You have to frickin' get your company aligned with your mission. Right now, if you said, well, Brad, show me how you guys use Lightspeed here, I'd go, oh, fuck. And you'd be like, well, you're telling all these other companies to do it and you're not even doing it. True. Why? Well, because fuck, man, because I'm a fucking hypocrite. That's why. So I got to come in here myself and frickin' say, hey, let's get aligned. Let's use Lightspeed like we're preaching everyone else should. Like, where's my onboarding? Now, could I show you some shit and make you think we got one? But it's all filled with holes. Why? Because we're too busy fucking with everybody else's backyard to fucking clean up our own. But that's just because, again, I'm kind of.
So what is the con of what I just shared? Because again, I'm saying
there's no con to it. But I wouldn't spend $500,000 so you can go to Utah, hire a big team, and try. Why? I would rather say, why don't you come down here and do it in here? Like, just build it here. Why would you why would I need an office in Utah? Well, the work base up there is better. Okay, well then I don't need to give you $500,000 to go start, right? It doesn't cost $500,000 to start. Go. Number one, you would need to figure, like, if you're going to manage these people.
No, in this model, I don't need $500,000.
What do you need?
I mean.
And why would I change the name of it? Dude, I ain't worried about that. Because again, it's like, if I buy PowerPoint and then don't use it, I'm not talking shit about PowerPoint. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he's just talking about get a whole year in advance. Dude, I mean, I sell it month to month, but and if you say why? Well, because I'm fair. And if I don't keep your business, I don't really deserve it. So to me, I don't need a contract with you. And I've seen it happen to everybody. But I'm not worried about that. Why? Because, dude, listen, if I sell you a gym membership and you don't show up, then you talk shit about my gym, you're a fucking idiot. I can't stop that. Those are idiots. But if you can go get people to work for $3,600 a month, you said, total, to sell me how many? You said 20 deals a month? Let's go. Let's go.
You want me to call my girl right now and say, hey, how much are the setters making right now?
No, I believe that there's rooms filled with $4,000 a month employees.
Because they're not used to making 40 grand. That's why the base. It's like, yeah, I could come build it out here. You guys.
It's not as easy to sell as you think. Just FYI. Why? Because people don't realize they have a problem. So when you call these companies with this $4 an hour fucking worker, not a sales pro, and I say, hey Bob, Bradley with Lightspeed VT, hey man, how you onboarding and training your people? He says, we got a training system. Thanks anyway, click. So now they're making 1,000 calls and no one's even giving them a chance to sell anything.
I'm telling you.
Well, that's what I want to see. So if that's the case, let's figure out a little fucking project. Let's start something. And if you're right, dude, I'll fucking pour fucking fuel on it to where I get 1,000 motherfuckers up there smiling and dialing all day. Because that's what I'm doing in 2024. I'm also doing it here, but I'm not doing a call center. I'm just hiring 10 sales guys because they got to be trained, and then they got to be managed, and then they got to be fucking held accountable. I don't want a bunch of toothless fucking rejects out there representing Lightspeed and being rude on the phone, and but it's not easy getting the business owner on the phone. The decision maker when it comes to training, it's almost like, dude, companies don't understand the value of training.
So that's what I was saying.
Like if they all knew they needed training, like bug spray, dude, I see spiders, I need bug spray. You call me, fuck, I need bug spray.
I mean, that's your home run right there. You have a gold mine, right? And that'll
What are you talking about?
I mean, I'll
What are you talking
I'll
about?
pitch active on
sell
it.
VT to active.
I don't think this is just my.
It's not a home run, it's just an account.
If he had how many thousands of people that are paying $1 a user every month?
What if you just
Not a bunch.
thousands of deals?
Yeah, I like that better.
So.
And by the way, have one of those guys call active. Then we get them both.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're doing. Is they're calling companies.
Dude, and I'll
So
set up with active, we make a cut. You start sending them guys. I'm telling you, you're gonna make millions of dollars on that. I'm not even.
well, not
kidding.
if they go in one door and out the other. Because the only way they're going to pay me is if they get guys to produce, and if their training system sucks.
No, their sales training is like world class.
Well, how come they can't get people then?
No, they have no problem getting sales reps. They have thousands.
Well,
of
then why would they pay me to get them?
Because each person is building a company within a company. So for
I
example,
get the whole model.
well,
Trust me.
so a regional has a team lead that's struggling with recruiting because some people just don't have as big of networks. All of a sudden, you plug and play. This guy now stays because now he has a team to lead. Because it's literally just you going out and hunting for your meals, your next recruit. If you put them with the biggest problem with the industry is they tap their networks.
I understand.
Just don't have teams that they can.
That's the
manage.
problem with MLMers too.
Yeah, and you're providing that.
Yeah, but I don't have the problem because I have social media following. So if you said, here Brad, here's 5,000, send me 10 people willing to work. I'd go, hey, anybody willing to work, hit me up. They hit me up, I go, there's 10 people.
So
And then not only that, I don't get 10 people, I get fucking hundreds of people.
Yeah, but
so where do I send them to? Now, if I send them to you and you suck, I call those 10 people back a month later, they're like, yeah, they wanted me to fucking sell bug spray and fucking walk around and move to fucking Utah. And so maybe not, because dude, I'm not just getting motherfuckers in Utah. So well, send me 10 people in Provo.
These guys recruit all over the United
I understand.
States.
I understand.
There are hubs all over. I think it's a different model.
It's not just bug spray, by the way. It's solar and everything else. It's home services. Home services industry is huge.
There was a couple reps I made 50 grand on one rep. So what I'm saying is if you send, yes, some of them will go home, but they take the cost of that. You don't. So if they don't train them well, they take the cost.
I do realize it. That's what I'm doing in 2024. See, what I'm doing in 2024 is pretty simple. Watch this. Okay? Most people are out there offering things, and then people are going into the funnel, coming out money. So my version of this is going to be, listen, if you're not making $300,000 to $500,000 a year, you got issues. Why do you have issues? Well, because, dude, the gap is widening between the rich and the poor. And you're on this side if you're not making $300,000 to $500,000. So if you're over here, you need to fucking jump, dude, quick, because it's getting wider. So jump, and I will show you how to make between $300,000 and $500K a year. That's the offer. Who's not gonna do that? Every motherfucker that hears it, that's making 60, 80, 90, 120. I'm not gonna get motherfuckers making $2 million a year in that funnel. Why? Well, why would I fucking go backwards? So I'm not fucking chiming in for that. But if I'm a landscaper over here, or I'm a fucking a dad of 3 kids that freaking, you know, makes 90 grand and I've been fucking doing it for years and my wife's fucking frustrated and we're frustrated because I can't seem to get ahead and I'm going to all these fucking success conferences and nothing seems to work. Why? Well, because most of that's bullshit. That's why. But I can show you how to make $300 to $500K a year. They go, okay, I'm in. Now, when they come here, really, they're just going to, I mean, I could call it anything, but let's just say bradley.com. Want to make the 300, 500K offer? Click here. They click, boom, app, which is basically submit your info to me. This right here will produce 100,000 people over a course of a fucking year, maybe more. Now, what happens after that? Well, someone has to call them and say, well, dude, to make $300,000 to $500,000 a year, guess what? You're gonna have to sell something. You're gonna have to sell something, bro. You understand? What were you doing before? Oh, I was selling cars. Dude, listen, you weren't selling them very well, obviously, if you weren't making any money, okay? You think you're in sales, you're not selling anything, dude. You suck. So I'll tell you what, okay? I got a course that will teach you how to sell, close, and persuade, as well as other things. If you successfully complete this course, which is Lightspeed, I will give you a job. I will give you a job at one of my companies. What companies? I have what's called Real companies. You know my brand Real? So I have merchant services, I have solar, I have financial services, I have fucking bug spray, I have fucking, you know, massage parlors, whatever the fuck I want to make these is my point. Or I have partners. Aptive Regional that can't seem to recruit anybody, fucking Vivint Solar that can't seem to recruit anybody. And these people come in here and all I do is bink. They're trained, ready for an opportunity. And I could get thousands of people out working for companies. So when this guy says, I can't find anybody, well, fuck, dude, I got tens of thousands of people raising their hand, already bought in. They've invested. They want a job. They want an opportunity. They want to sell something, man. You want to let them sell your shit or not? And you go, fuck yeah. Give me fucking 10 G's. I'll send you 10 people. Or I'll give you 10 people and I want 10% override on all their fucking revenue, which might be more, but it also might be less because those 10 people that just did this may be fucking losers, may not be able to, may not want to move to fucking, they might not want to move to Utah, et cetera, et cetera. Worst case scenario, they don't sell anything. Nobody's out anything because you're closing them on doing it. Because again, all we need is the effort. Why? Well, the effort don't cost offices and phones. Like you just talk them into doing it. Do it from their fucking cell phone. I don't know, but point being is, if somebody could show me you got fucking 2 people that made fucking X amount of calls, got a hold of fucking companies and closed deals, well then I'll fucking fund some more. And then guess what? If you can do it again, dude, I'll fucking fund the whole goddamn thing. We'll fucking hire fucking the LDS church. We'll hire every fucking kid and every stake in the fucking country.
So how, I mean, if I need to fund it, then I'll fund it.
Fund it how? What do you need?
No, well, the only thing that needs, like, again, this whole department's about to go under. I can pull reps right now that are top talent.
But you don't know 2 that would make some calls for a week or 2? Like, just try it. Just try it. Doesn't cost a bunch to try it. Try it. What if they don't sell anything, dude? Because it's not as easy to get a hold of motherfuckers that can make the decision as you think. It's easy to sell once you get them on the phone.
Part of what the funding is for, you have to buy the leads.
I got leads. I got leads coming out of my ass, but I can even buy leads. Point being is you getting a hold.
The leads, and let's go,
dude.
Then yeah,
getting a hold of the people.
Yeah.
That are capable of making those company decisions to pull the trigger on a training system. Because, dude, what people do is they go, this training system, but now I got to figure out who's going to do this and who's going to do that, who's going to do this. Well, we got that too, so that's why we have packages. Oh, no problem, we'll help you. No other company helps, by the way. So we're the only one that helps. Now, if they need help, well, then that's a package. That's not the same thing. And now, it doesn't scale is my point. So you would have to, there's a limit there. Why? Because I can't, but I can spin up 1 million systems. So if you can get 1 million people to say yes for $3,600, which is a year in advance, and by the way, that's the minimum. It's not the price. Even if I made it the price though, shit, I could even make it the price where it's like, dude, tell them it's just fucking $500 a month flat, unlimited users. That's $6,000 a year. Now we can pay the salesman. Bam. And then what's my risk? You sell it. And now I got a massive company using fucking 31,000 passwords a month. And now because it costs me to deliver this stuff over the internet.
You obviously have leads, or we can get leads, whether it's influencers or businesses.
But not for training systems businesses. I don't run ads for a company that wants to train people better.
Yeah.
I'm going to in 2024. I'm going to generate leads for that because we have 2 licenses. One's called to monetize, one's called to train. Subject matter experts like you, Grant Cardone, whoever thinks they know what they're doing and they want to sell it. That's the monetized license. I'm running ads for that and I get them. Now, 2024, I'm going to run ads for both. I want to start focusing on businesses, right? Because businesses are easy to fucking deliver if all they want is the platform. But the services or the package that I put together for them is 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. Why? Because we own 28 hours worth of business training, customer satisfaction, customer sales, fucking, etiquette, certain, let's call it business training. In other words, every business could use it, but it's no name brand shit. And I would, I could sell that one time. Why? Well, because I own it. I can turn that on for a company and let them use it for their whole life. And if you paid for the production, it's $250,000 in production. And then also companies are like, well, I'd do it, but I'm going to wait till I get my content because otherwise I'm paying for a system that doesn't have anything in it. And that could be 3 or 4 months. So call me 3 or 4 months from now. So now we say, well, here, I'll turn on fucking content where you can roll out passwords tomorrow. And they can be training while you're making your other shit. They go, oh, okay. What's that training? It's called Business Essentials. Here it is. Turn that shit on. Now you can issue passwords tomorrow to everybody in your fucking company to start training. On what? That shit. You don't have to make nothing. It's turnkey. And we've closed a few that way, but some of them are like, oh, we got our own way of doing things. We're just going to wait 3 months. And we're talking about $300 a month, dude. I'm like, motherfucker, you got to fucking wait $300 a month? But it's kind of a legitimate concern. Why? Well, because it really will take them 3 or 4 months to put shit in there enough to use it. So why are they paying $300 a month for a system that they're not using? I wouldn't either. So I just sign up when I'm ready to go. But, we don't hit up millions of companies. Now,
well, that's why I'm suggesting, even if it sounds like that's not Lightspeed, I'm like, okay, let's rebrand it something else. The whole template thing.
Well, that is Lightspeed though. That's a Lightspeed train license.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is,
what's not Lightspeed is onboarding.
Is what you need to do.
Just like he was saying that you guys are like Masterclass. No, we're not, dude. Masterclass sells content. We sell systems. It's like if you sold coffee and he sells the cup and he thinks he's in competition with you. Dude,
yeah.
They sell the coffee, we sell the cup.
No, I get the difference. My biggest thing is figuring out how to sell them short term, which that's the template side. It's very easy. That's what these companies are already doing. I'm building out all these AI templates to create structure for your company. Also, in addition, it does this. So you already sell them in the here and now for their business, and then they continue to purchase. Because then they can also add their own videos. They can do this, that, and the other. So you need that portion at the beginning in order for them to buy quickly, because that is an objection that's going to come. Well, I'll just film all my content over the next blah, 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 blah. They need something here and now that's already going to transform their business. The systems. So the systems are just templates in the file vault. This is what you get. Boom, 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 boom. You sell them short term. Now you can keep them on long term. So that's why I kept bringing that up, is because, yes, Trainual, do whatever the hell. But that model is very helpful when you're trying to close somebody quickly. Because it gets something now, And now they're going to start filming their own content. Now they're just going to keep paying every single month nonstop. Because they're really just starting with this and like, oh, I could get around to the training videos. Oh, I haven't done that. Oh, and then it just, I mean, dude, I've been with you for like 3 months. Still don't have my shit dialed. It takes forever to film or like come up with that. So you sell them short term so that they stay on long term. Does that make sense? And that's why, like, I think that it was.
Well, we're not charging you any minimum either.
Mm-hmm.
We don't.
I know.
I changed it where we'll charge you when it launches.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is that's how you could overcome that. So right now, that is going to be an objection. But dude, it's so easy to just freaking log on to Trainual and take all their shit. Like it's so, and if not,
What do you mean? Take all their shit?
Like their scripts and this leader does this and blah 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 blah, and creating a separate appendage on onboarding.
They don't have scripts. They got best practices.
No, they have like templates that are already built out for like specific.
But they're best practices. Like, you know, here's what you need here, and here, and here, and here.
Yeah, it's easy.
But they're not scripts. Number one, traffic and conversion. You ever heard of that? It's a big conference, usually in San Diego. Mm-hmm. They get thousands of marketing guys, and you know, it's basically a big marketing conference.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to keynote, and well, first they didn't want me to keynote. First, someone said, "Dude, you should try and speak there," and they said that you should go submit an application. And I said, "Dude, I don't apply to speak." They're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't apply to speak. Like, if they want me to speak, I'll speak. But like, dude, they got to ask me to speak. I mean, normally I charge to speak. I'm not applying to speak." Well, everybody applies to speak there so they could, you know, look cool and all that. So they said, "Well, you got to apply." I said, "I'm not applying." And then they called me and they said, "Okay, you don't have to apply, but you got to at least tell us what you're going to talk about." I said, "All right, I'll talk about how to get higher conversions on your landing page." Marketing guys would want to know that. But anyway, so I said, "I'm not applying." They said, "Fine, don't apply. Just tell us what we're going to talk about." I tell them what I'm talking about. They're like, "Okay, we want you to speak. Now we need your PowerPoints. We need this, we need this, we need this, we need this, we need this. And we need you to sign this speaker agreement." I said, "Well, I don't do PowerPoints." "Well, you got to do PowerPoints. You got to have PowerPoints or they won't let you speak." I said, "Okay, well then I'm not speaking because I don't do PowerPoints." "Okay, you don't have to do PowerPoints. Just sign the speaker agreement and do this and give us your download. And you have to give something away of value. You have to literally make sure that there's something that you give to the audience members of value, tangible value." And I said, "Well, I guess I ain't gonna speak because I don't do that." Yeah. I said, "Listen, I don't know what to give away. Like, I can give them all a fucking Lightspeed system. I mean, how about that? I'll give them all a Lightspeed system for 30 days. "No, you can't sell them anything. You can't give them anything from your." I said, "Well, then I don't know what. So take me off the speaker thing." And she's like, "Well, you're like one of the main fucking speaker people, you know, VIP speaker." I'm like, "Yeah, well, take me off." She's like, she can't believe it because like she deals with people begging to get on those stages, and here I am fighting to be on those stages. And so she did it again. So finally, I just emailed them and said, "Look, if I can show up, say what I want, and leave without all these rules and regulations, I'd be happy to speak." So now I'm waiting for their final response. If they're like, "Fine, motherfucker, we don't need nothing. Just fucking show up and speak." Yeah. Then I will show up and speak. Why? Because, dude, what I'm going to say when I walk out on that stage is very simple in concept. Fellas, ladies, esteemed colleagues in the marketing community, let me ask you a question. If you drive 1 million people to a video that asks no questions and makes no offers, what's going to happen? Exactly, right? I don't need to convince you of that. I don't need a fucking six slide PowerPoint, right? We can all agree. If you drive people to a video that asks questions, collects data, and makes offers based on that data, what do you think is going to happen?
You're going to get people buying in.
You're going to get more than you got doing it the other way, right? Because right now, the whole world is sending people to landing pages with videos. Linear videos. They don't ask questions, they don't make offers. They don't ask questions, they don't make offers. Mm-hmm. Videos right now, they just play. Well, my videos don't just play. They fucking ask questions. And then and I'm embedding AI right now. And with AI, they can determine how and what to present to that person to affect the closing percentage and the interest levels based on the individual's choices and options. You know what I mean? Like, how do I sell you that cup? Well, I don't know. Can I ask you a few questions first? They say, well, sure. Okay, well, good. Now I'll sell you the cup differently than I'd sell it to him. Why? Because, dude, he don't give a fuck about morning coffee that you do, and he don't give a fuck about nothing. He eats soup when he gets cold.
Yeah.
He uses cups to eat his soup. Well, dude, when I start talking to him about fucking that cup, you know, when you get a cold and you got a fucking chicken noodle soup and you want that thing to stay warm, but you want enough volume to have an actual, you know, bowl of soup, these cups, you know, now he's gonna fucking buy, bro. Where before, I couldn't have done that with a regular video is my point. So the concept is, folks, if you want to increase conversion on every landing page, make sure that every landing page has an interactive video. Thanks for having me, folks. And then I walk away.
People can do that for me.
No, they're gonna go, ooh, 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 ooh. They all know who the fuck I am. I'm the CEO of a web-based interactive training and communication platform that allows you to make interactive content. And by the way, landing pages. So, if you ask me, it's gonna be way I fucking sell 1,000 or so of those without even trying. But they might also tell me, okay, Brad, fine. You know, thank you for submitting or, you know, trying. And I would be okay with that. Why? Because I'm not going to go on stage and try to conform to whatever it is they want me to do, because that's not what I do. You're not going to make me do what you want me to do. I'm not a monkey. Okay? I'll do what I do happily, but I'm not going to do what you want me to do. And it's not because I don't want to do what they want me to do. It's because I'm not comfortable doing it the way they want me to do it. And if I'm not comfortable, I could go out there and look like a fucking idiot. I'm not going to look like an idiot. I refuse. I'm going to go out there and be the best motherfucker there. Everybody else is going to be following their fucking crazy ass fucking requirements. And then old Brad Lee's going to walk out there and just fucking talk sense to him for an hour about why you're not using interactivity is fucking beyond me. And then they're going to go, that was a fucking goddamn presentation. Then when they get feedback, who is the best speaker at traffic and conversion? Everyone's going to go, Brad fucking Lee. Dude, and Richard Branson's there. Damon John's there. Like, all these motherfuckers are there. And old Brad Lee's there too. Same stage. I'm one of the main speakers. And that's funny too, because a lot of people go to that fucking thing and they see me on social media, so they know who I am, but they don't think like I have this or anything. They just think I'm selling courses and coaching. Like, dude, I don't know why people think I'm selling courses and coaching. I don't fucking course and coach. You know, people say, well, you got closer school and you got the real coaching thing. Yeah, but those are examples.
Yeah,
It's to show guys like you, look, just do that. Like, dude, you can't do that? Well, I don't have a following. Dude, you don't need a following, by the way. Do you know that the difference between me reaching my followers and you reaching my followers, do you know the difference?
There isn't one.
Well, yeah, there is.
We need a lot more.
No. Not you reaching your followers. You reaching my followers. Bob, do you know the difference?
No. What's the difference?
What do you guys think the difference is?
Oh, they trust you?
No. Well, again, that's a factor. But no, what's the difference between me reaching my followers and him or you reaching my followers?
You have more of a reach. I'll know the difference. Money.
That's the difference. It costs me less than it costs you. I can fucking target anybody's users right now. I can fucking say, oh, you follow Damon John, dude? Then you're looking at my ad, motherfucker. I want this ad shown to anyone who follows that motherfucker right there. What's the difference? You don't have any followers, you can't do this. Dude, you don't need followers, you need money to target his followers.
For placement.
Okay? And why would you target his followers? Because he's related to whatever the fuck shit you're doing. It's like nobody, oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's because a lot of people don't know that. There's a lot of things a lot of people don't know, like how to embed interactivity into your video so you don't just have videos. Well, not only does it collect data, which is valuable, and make offers on that data, which is automated. Now you skip commission and all the fucking time and brain damage to call them, because people are just doing that. They're just doing it manually. So it's not like if I buy your video, you're not going to call me and try to sell me something else. You're going to do it after the fact. Well, if you've got me in your goddamn course, why wouldn't you ask me then? Why would you wait? I'm in your course every day. I'm active. I'm interested. You got my eyeballs, but you didn't say nothing. You waited until my eyeballs were gone. 3 weeks later, you sent me an email that said, hey, what'd you think of the course? By the way, we got another one. Why wouldn't you just fucking ask me at the end of that course? And by the way, make it another chapter to where I don't even realize it was the end. The end was actually last chapter, but this chapter, which I think I got to complete because there's 8 of them. So I click 8 and it's just, hey, so what'd you think of the chapter? And by the way, motherfucker, I don't know if you know this, but we got that. And they go, I'm involved right now. Let me fucking attack this. Conversion goes through the fucking roof. Make sense? Good content. We put this on YouTube and people watch it, me talking to him, they're sold. Why? Because, dude, what I'm saying makes fucking sense. You can't argue. Alex Hormozy couldn't argue with me. I had Alex Hormozy use my fucking software to create a interactive email. His shit fucking skyrocketed in conversions. And he said, Brad, if I was you, I wouldn't necessarily try to do this. I would create the videos that skyrocket conversion and lease them those. And I said, why? He said, because it wasn't easy making one of these. Like, it took me, and he's talented, and it took my copywriter, and it took us to think through what should the questions be? How should this whole thing flow? He said, that's what people won't be able to do. So you walk in there with the video of that and just say, give me $300 a month, put this on your landing page, and this is what'll happen. I think I'm sitting on a diamond mine laced with platinum and fucking underlined with gold.
You're selling me on what I already know.
I know, but number one, it's not accurate. It's not ridiculously far away either. It's like, I'm not making trillions of dollars. Do we have potential? Oh, fuck, dude. Why haven't you done it? Same reason I said your call center idea is not necessarily thought through. Why? Well, because, dude, I don't have the people and the team that I need. I failed to build a team along the way. So right,
Where I come in.
well, again, that's where you may come in. But right now I'm looking to build a team of people that can handle all these things because I can't do everything. So like, there were things you were saying that I could have added to, and you would have said, oh my God, that's fucking crazy. How come you're not doing that? Because it requires me to do it, right? And I'm doing a million other things. So I can do them all. It's just how long will it take? And that's why I'm only doing, according to you, 18 million. So, and by the way,
I'm not.
18 million through Lightspeed. What am I doing through the Brad Lee brand?
Yeah.
What will that make me next year, right there? What do you think that'll make me? You guys want to fucking jack one? Here, pay attention. Let's say I can't get that many people. I only get 10,000 people, which, dude, I did it for 2 weeks for the solar business when I started that, and 7,000 people. I mean, financial services, 7,000 people went and registered, started school, and only 1,500 came out because I didn't have the processes to nurture them through. I didn't even know the business, but 7,000 people went and fucking got an insurance license within 2 weeks. I'm talking about the whole year. The whole year long preaching this. And now who will I become known as? What's my brand? Oh, he's that guy that says you need to make money and he'll show you how. All you gotta do is call him. Well, when you call me, I'm gonna say, motherfucker, you need to sell something, bitch. Would you agree? Because if you don't agree to that, get the fuck out of here and go back to your minimum wage bullshit life. Okay, because I don't know anybody successful that isn't selling something to somebody. right? I got to convince them of that first. They go, okay, I'm convinced. You're right, man. Motherfucker, I love you. You're fucking cool. You got the fucking leather. You're fucking cool. You smoke cigars. You're fucking cool. I want to be you. I say, cool. Then I can show you how to be me. Why? Because I'm me, motherfucker. I'll show you how to build a brand. I'll show you how to do it all. Come on. Now, can they do it? I didn't say, I promise you I can make you cool and famous overnight. Because number one, it didn't happen for me overnight. I don't know how I can make you do it overnight. It ain't overnight, motherfucker, if you're doing it right 4 or 5 years from now. Oh, I ain't waiting that. So you're one of those bitches. You want it now or you ain't gonna fucking do it, huh? Shut the fuck up. It doesn't happen now unless you're some fucking fake, okay? And I don't teach people fake. I teach them real. Now, they go, oh, I like this motherfucker. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, good. So first things first. You gotta fucking take a course so I know that you know how to sell. It's $1,500. Okay? And by the way, I'm just making that up. Could be 3,000. I want to keep it low. 10,000 times this. Do the math real quick.
1.5.
No, you better try again.
10.5.
Well, again, you got a calculator right there. 10,000, even though I said 100,000. Let's just be fair and say 10,000 at $1,500.
15.
Now, 10,000 times average override or commish on these guys in these real companies. Okay? Now we're at 85 million. What's the average multiple to any company if you're going to try and sell the program? Average.
What multiple you want?
No, what's the average multiple to buy a company?
8-12.
Huh? That's not average. 3 to 4. Times 3 to 4 multiple. Average multiple. What's that?
$250 million.
$250 million. Now, that's only if I do a fucking 10% of what I think I can do. That's only if I'm averaging 7,000 in overrides per year, which is only fucking $500 a month, and I think you're smoking crack. I can make fucking $2,000 to $3,000 per month per fucking dude. So now you take $2,000 to $3,000 a month. It's $24,000. Now you put that motherfucker in these equations. But hold on. Let me come build light speed from fucking 18 to 24. God damn it. What should I do? Which one? Which one should I do?
This makes sense for you.
I know, but which one should I do?
This.
Exactly. But the answer, my friend, I'll write it over here because this is my answer to everything when it comes to that choice. Both. You do both. That's the answer. You do both.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
If I had a team of person where I could be like, fucking dude, Dylan, here's the plan. Bang it, bang it, bang it, bang it, bang, go. And all of a sudden, all that's being done. Well, now I'm over here doing this. And then I got an idea, or you have a problem. You know, hey, Dylan, now do this. Bam. Executed. Now this thing has massive potential. This thing could outdo that thing fucking real easily. But not unless I get a bunch of people that are capable and smart and fucking executors, because what I need is a team of executors, not a team of fucking idea havers. Like I got all the ideas in the world.
That's how I got in this room.
Yeah, but especially when it comes to Lightspeed, like right now, you know, we should have a foundations course. I told you this before. You agreed with it.
Absolutely.
A foundations course. What's that? Well, let's say you don't have the 30 grand. Well, I'll tell you what, Dylan, here's a course that'll teach you step by step, the equipment to build, everything we would have done for you for the 30 grand. Here's step by step in the system, by the way. So how do I do it? You just log in and it's a course. This will show you exactly how to do what we would have done for you. So you know what to do. Because at the end of the day, dude, you and your brother fucking Larry or whoever it is that you think knows how to edit and they're going to make your shit for you like the toupee chick. Whether she's successful on Kajabi or not, she's not going to make as much as she would have working with us. Why? Because she would have interactivity, she'd have the right technology, she'd have fucking consulting, she'd have fucking everything. And by the way, it's all under one roof. But Otherwise people have to go get a web developer over here and a fucking CRM dude over here, and then none of them know each other, and this one fucked you, and this one's waiting on this one, and this one is on vacation, you can't even get a hold of them, and they'll be back fucking 3 months after you fucking agreed that you'd have it, and blah, blah, blah. So if you're gonna go sell courseware in the fucking world, which apparently you're going to, I call that, for example, heading to Iraq. So my question to you would be, if you had to go to Iraq during a fucking very volatile time, would you rather go with the Navy SEALs or your brother Larry?
SEALs.
We're the Navy SEALs. So if you don't come, and we're the only Navy SEALs, by the way, if you don't, and we could have said Marines, we could have said fucking whatever, it's not the Navy SEALs, but at the end of the day, we're the ones that can help you get there and get there successfully. Everybody else doesn't even help you get there. Your brother Larry's never been there. Your brother Larry's a fucking pussy, okay? Doesn't know how to shoot a gun. You're gonna need guns, okay? You're gonna need fucking all kinds of equipment. Larry doesn't even know what you need. And if Larry thinks he knows and he's telling you he knows, well, I'm here to tell you Larry's full of shit. I'll bet you I could talk to Larry in 5 minutes and he wouldn't have a fucking clue what's all needed to fucking successfully sell courses online. Want to bet? Get Larry on the phone. Now you might be thinking, who's Larry? I never said nothing about Larry. Larry's the motherfucker that every client seems to have in his back pocket. You don't want to give me 30 grand? Why? I got Larry. Oh, really? You got some fucking clown dude named Larry that's telling you he can build you a website? Okay, you don't need a fucking website. Let me ask you a question. Is Larry a fucking copywriter? Where's the copywriter? What do you mean? Well, dude, the website itself can be produced with a fucking ClickFunnels, right? You don't need Larry even for that. You can make a ClickFunnels. The copy on the ClickFunnels doesn't come with it. So now what's the copy? Well, what do you mean? I'll just hire a copywriter. Okay, now there's added expense and time. And what if they're no good? Then what do you need? Do you even have a merchant account to process credit cards? What if Stripe shuts your ass down and holds all your fucking money? So you need to think about that? Okay, well, fuck, dude, how about when you go think about it, I'll tell you what it is you need to think about. So you don't go think about it and then come back and find out you should have been thinking about different shit. And by the way, if this don't already fucking sell you, I don't know what will. And then people, man, my cousin told me I should use Kajabi. Dude, are you looking to get a hand Kajabi or a blow Kajabi? Because it ain't a training system. What's Kajabi gonna do? Okay, other than give you a hand Kajabi.
Kajabi or a blow Kajabi.
Yeah, like Kajabi, quit talking to me about Kajabi. Trainual, that's even worse. FYI.
I get it.
Kajabi's better than fucking Trainual. Trainual has better marketing, in my opinion, but Kajabi's valued at $2.2 billion right now. So, this is the best technology on planet Earth, period. It's led by a guy who's got a brand, because again, who runs Kajabi? I don't know. Who runs Trainual? I don't know. None of them have a brand. So, I had to spend 5 years building my brand to what it is today, and it's about ready to explode even beyond what it is. And I'm gonna leverage that brand to drive everybody and their dog here. How come you used Lightspeed? What'd you say?
Man, I saw a conference that you did. Like,
But me, you're here because of me, right? So again, I'm gonna fucking use the same fucking leverage I can leverage that for Lightspeed. So like for example, I'll put fucking 500 business owners in a room. All they need to learn how to do is how to grow and scale their business, and that's what they all want, right? I'll teach it to them. How about even free? You want to learn how to grow and scale your business for free? Come to my fucking Zoom. It's free. And my Zooms are free. By the way, it's limited to only fucking, 500 people. Very simple. 500 people, we're going to teach you how to grow and scale your business. They show up online. We teach them some good shit in all the areas of business. Onboarding. How do you onboard properly? This way, this way, this way. How do you do this? How do you do that? Now, by the way, you have two choices. You can do it manually or virtually. You can leverage technology. I haven't mentioned Lightspeed to these people. I'm teaching them how to grow and scale their business. By the end of that fucking 4-hour free scaling conference, I'm going to say, so who here believes with the information that I just delivered, you're going to be able to blow up your business in 2024 and grow and scale like never before? And they go, yeah, I'm going to fucking kill it. Fuck yeah. Fucking awesome. And then I say, so my next question is, how many of you think it would be a good idea to have an onboarding and human asset development system in place before you do it? How many thinks it's a good idea to put that in place after you've grown? What do you think everyone will say?
They'll want it, obviously.
No. Do you believe that it's a good idea to have a system in place before you grow and scale and onboard all these people that growth will require? Or do you think it's a good idea to do it after?
Obviously before.
Okay, so for all those people that said before, no, see Ben and he'll get you a free system just for attending. See what I'm saying? And all the people that said it's a good idea after, I got some bad news for you. Okay? You're probably not going to grow and scale because you're going to be doing it manually and your brain's going to be hurt and you're going to be fucking spending 80 hours a fucking week that could do for you, you know, basically resell. Bang, 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 and whoever said fucking after, I resell fucking most of them and now I get 80% of the room. So if I had 400 people per virtual conference buying a minimum for a month minimums, because that's what the systems cost, minimum, do the math, 400 times 300. What is that?
120,000.
Times 2 or 3 of them a month.
360.
Okay, times a year, because that's a month. Another 5-6 million. Well, now I'm fucking, if I'm at 18 now what am I at? Oh, 24 million. Fuck, I just fucking literally increased revenue by 50% by fucking implementing a goddamn webinar. And by the way, how many of those motherfuckers can we now call? All of them. They're our customer. Welcome aboard. Hey, you need help? How much revenue's in there? See what I'm saying?
More, yeah.
Huh? Fucking tons. So dude, we're not talking fucking 120 grand every time I do a webinar. That's the beginning. And 120 grand a month the first month. The next month I do it again. Now it's 240 grand a month. And then I do it again. Third month, it's 360 grand a month. And counting, because dude, it's aggregate, man. The first month's paying the fourth month.
So
By the end of the year, I fucking grew the revenue a month. That's 12 more million. Add that to the 18. Now we're at fucking 30. By the way, 30 times 8 to 12, EBITDA. What do you think that equals?
what, 30 million?
No. No. Million. If you take 30 million times 8, it's 240 million. Yeah, so $250 million. So that's Lightspeed. I could sell that right now. What do you think fucking 18 times 8 is? But right now I would scale chaos. If someone came to buy us, I wouldn't get 8 times earnings because they're going to say, all right, how are you doing this? And they're going to realize, oh, well, it requires Brad.
It's Brad.
Oh, we might not have Brad if we buy this because now he'll have 240 million and he'll go away. So that's not really a business. That's a brand. So how do you leverage the brand to make the business? Well, the business needs to operate whether I'm here or not. And I can teach you to do those fucking scaling. They might come initially because of my brand, but dude, you can run ads and literally do that yourself right now when no one knows who you are. And if you show up and you have a kick-ass presentation for 4 hours, you're closing 400 Lightspeed deals a month. Just you. And you're building a brand as what? As the motherfucking expert, dude. You just showed them how to fucking grow and scale their business. And then coincidentally, they're gonna need a system to do that. Which is fucking beautiful because you could literally show people how to build a hot dog stand and make millions. But you're gonna need a website, right? You're gonna need to be able to capture their shit. And just so happens, I've got a software called ClickFunnels that you can use to make websites and all the shit you're gonna need. See, he didn't sell you ClickFunnels. He never sold ClickFunnels. He sold you to become an expert.
This is part of the tool, part of the process.
He gave you the thing he could inspire you to do that would require his tool that he had. That's why he was fucking genius. He didn't ever sell fucking ClickFunnels, man. He sold fucking a reason for you to need it. And that's easy to sell. You don't want to make $100,000 a month fucking teaching people how to fucking dress? Fuck yeah, I do. Good, well, you're going to need a website, right? You're going to need fucking all this other shit. We'll do this thing. Lets you be able to do it. You don't have to hire all them fucking idiots, get ripped off, and wait 6 months. See how easy it is to make a website using my thing? You're going to need a website, right?
Yeah.
Then you need my thing, don't you? Mm-hmm. Dude, he sold fucking millions of ClickFunnels without even selling ClickFunnels. So how would we do it? What's the equivalent of that for Lightspeed? What I just described. I'm going to show you how to blow up your business, get you all fired up about doing it. And then you're going to need our solution to do that quicker and better and easier. You can do it without it, but you're going to be fucking dragging ass. And it's only $300 a month, bro. $300 a month. That's like nothing. Well, that's a lot, dude. Oh, well, then you're going to be fucking real lucky to make it in the first place. Because if you don't even have $300 a month to invest into your business idea, dude, you're probably not going to make it. You realize that, right? Better come get a job. Where? Well, fuck, I got jobs over here, but you're going to need to sell something. See how it all goes? I'll fucking.
Well, it sounds like, in theory, this is all amazing.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you said, you need a team.
Yes, I do.
And you need multiple teams. Different appendages of
I know,
this
but
grand master plan.
I know, but I build from the top down. What's that mean? That means I don't need 100 teams. The concept and the execution does. So if I wanted 100 teams, who's going to manage those 100 teams? Let's say, well, you'd have 41 managers. Well, then I'm looking for 41 people that can manage the 100 teams and build them and create them. Why? Because they're executors. I don't have to tell them how to do it, and I don't have to do it for them. Like, they know how to do it. So I just want the guy that says, okay, you're my guy for this. Bam, let's go do that. And then I got an executor now. Now that's valuable. Why? Because, dude, that's why I haven't already done all these things. You don't like that fucking Zoom idea?
I love it.
If you worked here right now in sales, you should go, motherfucker, dude, because you get commission on all that shit. Like, I've said it to fucking Mirror here. He's one of my sales guys. I've said it to the sales team. They're like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Then they go back and take the leads because that's all they got time to do. They don't have time to be doing virtual shit, nor do they know how, nor are they the fucking scaling experts, so they don't even know how to teach the 4-hour class to get them excited and give them value and make sure that they, build the credibility they need to fucking make the fucking offer even worth anything. Because like if I spent 4 hours and you thought I was an idiot that didn't know business, and then I said, hey, hire my consulting company, it'd be a waste of a Zoom. But I can show people how to build and scale a business. Do you know how you build and scale businesses? Anybody here?
Systems.
No, that too, but there's only 2 things that you're gonna need to do that.
People and systems.
People and technology. But systems is a part of that. People and technology, that's how you scale a business. People and technology. So you're gonna need people, you're gonna need technology, and my technology is for the people. So you gotta get my technology because you're gonna need people, right? So I don't know how you're gonna do all the shit you're gonna do that I just taught you how to do, but my system does all that, just FYI. And it's only $300 a month. That's the fucking craziest part. How many people on that call are gonna fucking go, let's get a system? Now, a lot of them are gonna get a system and they're not gonna do anything. Why? Because just like people sign up for the gym and they don't use it, man. But I'm not here to fucking show up and make sure you use it. Well, your brand will suffer. It could. If I wanted to use it, I'd use it. And by the way, those initial $300 customers are now leads. For who? For us or whoever, or a company like the one you were talking about. Why? Because I don't necessarily need to be the guy that fucking calls them and shows up and films and bop, bop, bop. I don't give a fuck who does that. Like, I'll hire your company, his company. I don't care whose company does that. I don't want to do it. Why? It's just more fucking moving parts and headaches and schedules and liability. How hard is what? Like, do we just go to work? Like, you hear what I just said about the Zoom meeting?
Yeah.
Now, again, if you were the right people, that's all I'd have to say. Now, I go smoke my cigar, play chess, and fuck around, and a week and a half would go by, and goddamn, you'd say, dude, fucking, that goddamn webinar is fucking December 15th, man. Let's see if this works. I say, okay, and then, dude, you fucking did the webinar? It's like, goddamn, dude, what happened? Dude, 76% of the room fucking signed up just like you said they would. You know, oh, fuck, cool, man. Now what? Now what? Now we're putting together a fucking package and a proposal so we can call every single one that signed up. And by the way, we're calling everyone that didn't, and we're finding out why so we can get better for the next one. And by the way, the next one's already fucking scheduled. Good job, motherfucker. People will be like, oh my God, Brad does say good job. Well, yeah, because you did one. But I'm not going to say good job to motherfucking clowns. And that's just me. And that's why Bob says, you know, well, dude, you're always busting people's balls. Well, I'm not busting balls. I'm busting balls. I need executors. And when you say, well, dude, you can't tell people that they suck. Well, I don't. I just don't praise them. Why? Why would I praise average? Well, because, you know, that's how you get them to rise. No, it isn't. Is it? Because I'll do it if that's how you do it, but I just don't believe it. I think you find people that are smart and they can execute. And then what does execute mean? Dude, I just gave a fucking literal step-by-step plan on how to fucking make a fuckload of money. If I told John, if Muir was in here and he heard that, because again, this isn't the first time I've said this. If Muir heard it, he'd go back in, shut his door, and call leads. See what I'm saying? I need an executor that'd be like, fuck, dude, that is way better than calling leads. How do I own that? But he doesn't know how, to his defense. He doesn't know how to put on that webinar. He doesn't even know how to set up fucking Zoom with a fucking registration link. He doesn't know how to fucking arrange somebody to fucking fill out a web form, or I mean a landing page that explains it and sells it and converts it.
So what do we have to do to license me Lightspeed? Because I feel like if you don't have the time, I can figure out all your systems, we can film it, we can sell that as your $3,900. Or we can also do an onboarding appendage as well, where I film all the onboarding, we put up the templates, and we sell it as an onboarding thing.
Well, I
would way rather just move forward and get shit done.
But you got to know how to onboard. Like, if you have the content, sure, let's do that one.
That would take me 2 to 4 weeks. Let's do it.
Again, if you came in, if right now you said, Brad, I'm the fucking onboarding champion of the motherfucking world. If you embedded my onboarding excellence into the fucking Lightspeed system and fucking we threw it to my call center, we could sell the shit out of it. I'd say, let's look at your onboarding first. Where does it work? Like, you know, proof concept. Like, you onboarded with it. Oh, okay, boom. Now all of a sudden that onboarding, that's the content I'm missing. I believe people need onboarding, but if I'm a company and you came in and told me I need onboarding, of course I do. And then you say, well, Brad, I'm going to come in here and help you do it. We're going to fucking bring up everybody. We're going to get their roles in place. We got checklists. It's going to be awesome. And I say, so I just pay you X. You'll come in and 2 days later, I'll have all of that done. All my SOPs will be done. All my fucking shit will be done. And you go, yeah, I'd do that. But the problem is here at Lightspeed, who can show you what to do here, SOP-wise? The people that'll fucking say something here aren't even fucking correct half the time. And like Bob, he doesn't even work here. Like, he says we for some reason. I don't know why.
I thought he was your business partner this whole damn time.
Nope.
Because he's acting, I'm getting spoused by this guy and he ain't even here.
That's right.
Like, that's the fact. I'm like, oh, this dude's obviously in love with Brad. I didn't know I was walking in.
He speaks as if. I don't know why. I've never asked him.
Like shit.
I've never said, dude, why do you always say we? There's a few people, but there's a few people that I know that do that. If there was another guy here, you know, Jay Duran, he does it too. He acts like, you know, which I don't mind that they act that way, but Bob just freaking like is a creative dude that fucking likes to, think. So he was hanging out here for another reason. I said, well, I got to go meet this dude. He said, I'll ride with you. So, he's giving you what he would think if he was already on my team. That's the things he would be saying. But it's not necessarily the things I think, but which was my point. Like, Bob doesn't necessarily know all of the things around here that need to happen. So Bob couldn't help you build an onboarding module. Bob said, I'll do it. You guys are thinking about the tactical things, like, I'll manage it, right? But who's going to tell you how to do it? Well, I'll talk with your managers. They don't necessarily know how to do it.
I'm not talking about the onboarding piece. I'm talking about they know the systems.
I know, but other companies, I know, but all I'm saying is other companies is what you're targeting. They're going to be in the same boat. They don't have that. That's why Trainual, if you listen to their ads, it says get the knowledge out of your head and put it in Trainual. Who's the best employee at your company? Trainual, because it knows everything and it's the only one that does. All your other people don't know shit because you've never fucking took it out of your head and put it in a system that they can all access consistently. Oh yeah, I need to do that as a company. We Trainual, But Lightspeed can do everything Trainual can do to the 100th degree.
I know.
And it doesn't even cost anymore.
I know. So it's like, why can't we build an onboarding appendage of Lightspeed?
We can if you know how to do it.
Let's do it. Let's figure it out. Let's execute on it. Why are you still talking with me? Is it just for content or?
Well, number one, everything's content because part of the trick is to be the content, and this is just what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
So I knew that it would make for content, sure. I'm walking content. And so are you. It's just you don't film it. I do. A bang, a bang, bang. See again? I could teach that too. And people don't get it when I say be the content. They think I'm being catchy. Oh yeah, it's catchy. Motherfucker, it ain't catchy, motherfucker. That's the trick. Everybody else is trying to figure out how to make content, and dude, you run out of ideas pretty quick. And it's exhausting when you're trying to act and figure it out and it doesn't come across the same. So what should you do? Well, be the content. Turn the camera on and just go be you. Okay, go do what you do, say what you say, talk to who you talk to. And a lot of people say, well, I don't talk to anybody. My life's fucking uninteresting. Well, number one, that's a self-esteem issue. Number two, that might be the problem too. You're not doing anything. Motherfucker, start doing some shit and film it. Like what? I don't know. I'm out of work. I don't even have a job. What should I film? How about film yourself getting a fucking job? How about that, huh? You need a job, right? Yeah. Well, film yourself getting a job, trying to get a job, the perils of applying in today's landscape. Go show them all the bullshit you got to deal with trying to get a job. And then chop that up and drop it on social media, and I'll bet you $50 you get a bunch of motherfuckers start going, yeah, I like this kid. I like this guy. This guy's fucking funny. Next thing you know, you get a bunch of followers. Then you monetize the following. You don't monetize the following from the get-go. Like, nobody wants to follow a fucking pitch dude. They want to follow a real dude. Mm-hmm. See, that's why I'm putting together a real branding course. Not course, but program. To where I'll show a motherfucker how to become a fucking influencer or whatever. Because that's a thing now, dude.
Yeah.
You build a brand, dude, you can do what I'm doing. Like, you can do everything. That business idea that's worth a lot of money next year, right out the gate, no fucking around. What do I need for that? Well, I need a website. I'm going to need some people to call those motherfuckers and sell the $1,500 sales training. I need the sales training. I need a system to do it virtually so I don't have to do it on Zooms all the time.
Yeah.
See, I got everything. I got the sales training. I got the fucking system. I got the fucking landing pages. I got everything. So when you say, why aren't you doing that? Well, if you follow me on social media, you would have seen it whether you came down here or not. You'd say, I wonder what he's doing. Well, what I'm doing is I'm not selling anything online. You'll never hear me sell anything online. You're going to hear me offer help. Do you need some help? Let me show you make 300 grand a year? You want some help? Enter your name, bro. What's the catch? Dude, there's no catch, motherfucker. Do you want help or not? I'm here to help. I'll help anybody. I can't believe more people aren't hitting my website. I'm showing people how to make fucking $500,000 a year, and these motherfuckers are out there landscaping. That message will be all over next year. And everyone will be like, oh, who's this fucking new clown, con artist, motherfucker? Dude, what am I selling? I ain't selling anything. Well, what's the catch? You can show how to make people make 500 grand? Yeah. How? Dude, fill out the fucking form and we'll tell you how. What's the catch? There's no catch. It doesn't cost anything to fill out the form, bro. Fill out the form if you want more info. They fill out the form. What's the form? It's an application of sorts. Quick, easy, web-based. Bang. What's it do? Compiles a list. A list of who? People that obviously want to make 300 to 500 grand. How do we know? Why would they put in their name if they didn't want to do that? Well, what do? Well, we call them. Call them and say what? You need to fucking know how to sell. That's the secret of making 300 to 500 grand. You got to sell something. And again, I don't care what you sell, bro, but you got to sell something. Would you agree? That's the step one agreement. Do you agree? Yeah, okay, you're right. I agree. I see now how all these motherfuckers are making money. They're selling shit. Right, you got to sell something. Have you been in sales before? Never. Now you really got to train. You got to get up to speed. We got a little fucking training system that you need to go through and successfully complete. However, after completion of this course, we are going to place you in one of Brad's companies. You don't want to be a financial services guy? Be a solar guy. You don't like door-to-door? Be fucking merchant services. Be fucking, bug spray. Be fucking, there's a million things you can do. And by the way, once you learn this skill, you don't even need to work for one of Brad's companies, but we're willing to hire you. We'll hire you. They go, so you'll give me a job on top of it? If you pay $1,500 for this course and you successfully complete the course, we are going to give you the job automatically. You don't have to fucking audition or nothing. If you do the job successfully for 90 days, we give you the $1,500 back. See? But we're not looking for crybabies and quitters. So the $1,500 is almost like you're investing in yourself. We'll give you the course, we'll get you certified, and then we'll give you a job. What do you think? Well, I ain't got $1,500. Dude, if you ain't got $1,500, you need it more than anybody. I'd suggest you go to your grandma or something and ask her to borrow $1,500. There's people going to fucking banks getting $50,000 to get a degree to make fucking what you're making now. Okay? I'll teach you how to fucking sell, close, and persuade people. You go into one of my businesses and you sell, close, and persuade people to buy the shit we sell. And you're gonna make a month. A year. Or go away back to your fucking humdrum bullshit existence. Guess what they say, bro? What do you think they'd say? We just, we're printing money. Bang, 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 bang. And guess what? Some people say, oh, Brad, that's, not all of them are going to do it. I didn't say anything about that. I don't give a fuck. Someone sold me a treadmill. They didn't show up to my house to make sure I was riding the motherfucker. I sell treadmills, bro. Now, well, Jude, you're screwing people. That's a catch. What are you talking about? How is it a catch? That's not a catch, bro. I can teach people how to sell, close, and persuade. If they sell, close, and persuade in my company, they'll make 300 to 500 grand. Now, is it possible? 100%. Will they? Dude, I don't know. Are they goofballs? Do they got missing teeth? Do they got poor work ethic? Are they fucking druggies? Are they fucking stupid? I don't know. But they gave me $1,500. I taught them, and they completed this course. I will give them a job. That's what I said. And if they go to work and do what I taught them, they will make money. Way more than they made before me, that's for sure. And they possess a skill that they can use in their relationships and everything else. So it ain't fucking nobody. Boom, it's helping people. And then if they actually go do what I tell them to do, holy shit, dude, now they're gonna be fucking testimonial after testimonial going, dude, this motherfucker, I thought he was full of shit, dude. I'm making fucking 180, there's my pay. Fucking, I'm on the way to 300 my first month out. Bang, 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 bang. What was that fucking Real Merchant deal you got, by the way?
It was for peanuts tacos, and then the other one was
Yeah, so like he just watching me films like, hey, can I do that? And I'm like, go ahead. And he's already fucking starting to make money.
Yeah.
What up, Muir? Giving it up for the day? Wasn't working, didn't cut it. Leads weren't buying.
Cut her short.
They weren't moving forward. So I tell the whole world, hey, you want me to teach you how to grow and scale your business? Free webinar.
Yeah.
Get on this webinar. I'm gonna teach you how to grow and scale your business in 2024, free. Doesn't even cost you. If you're not making fucking 7, 8 figures in your business and you don't know all the systems and processes and ways to grow and scale your organization, get on this and we will do a fucking webinar and I will show you exactly how to grow and scale your business. So we get 500 people on a webinar and we spend 4 hours teaching them how to grow and scale their business. You know, because there's only so many ways of doing it. And they're all excited. And they're like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. This was great. We haven't sold them anything. And then we say, okay, who here learned a lot? They go, well, yeah, that was awesome. Okay, who here believes that they're going to grow and scale their business next year? What percentage do you think will raise their hand?
All of them.
Okay, so now all 500 people are going, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going to grow and scale my business. Question number 1 at the end of the webinar. Question number 2, how many people believe that it would be a good idea, since you're going to grow and scale, to have a system to grow and scale with? Or how many people believe that it would be a good idea to wait until you've grown and scaled to have a system? How much is your percentage of 75,000?
15.
15,000 to do a fucking 4-hour
Yeah,
webinar.
can we do it right now? Tomorrow? When are we doing it?
Why can't you?
Well, let's do it. I'll do it.
Good, go ahead.
Okay. I need your help.
See? That's my point.
Well,
Because he's saying, how come you ain't doing all these things? Because I don't have any executors.
it takes him. We got to tap into the.
I need
How do reach.
I need an execute. Dude, it ain't the reach. I can do a couple swipe ups and promote
That's right.
the thing.
That's the help I need.
But no, now I got to go fucking see what it is that the fucking landing page says, and I got to fucking do this, and I got to do that, and I got to do it all. Which, by the way, I am about to do those things, but not this week because I'm waiting for 2024, and mainly because I'm getting all my plans in order. But at the end of the day, that is a massive home run, because I wouldn't even bring you guys in to sell those. I'll just sign them up myself if I'm doing the webinar. Because would you be doing the webinar? Would you be teaching them how to grow and scale?
Show up if it was me.
Would you be teaching them how to grow and scale?
I would not.
Why not?
Well, I need the expert who is a grower and a scaler.
Exactly, which is me again. So now I go do it. I don't need you to sell the $300 ones.
Right.
But I got 250 people who just bought a system.
Better leads.
Yeah, now you call them and say, hey, how you gonna do all that? Yourself?
That's right.
You know, we got packages, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. And I'll bet you if you're any good,
Times 15.
well, if you're any good, out of 250 that just signed up for 300 a month and they just heard everything they heard, and you offer them help, you'd probably close 30 to 50% of them.
That's right.
100 deals now times 30 or 10,000. How much is that?
300.
No, it's $1 million.
What'd you say? Sorry.
10,000 train licenses.
Yes.
These would all be train licenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you call them.
That's 100 would be $1 million.
No, you call them. I said if you fucking take 30, 40%, you sell 100 at 10,000.
Yes. That's $1 million.
That's $1 million
That's 200 G's.
in your pocket.
My fucking
And you could do that all within a fucking couple weeks time. Why? Well, because dude, if again, it's just a lead, man. But you know, if I found out he just did this for his company, and I'm working here to run this model, I'd call him up and say, Dylan, congratulations on getting your new system, man. How'd you like the webinar? Pretty good, huh? So what kind of business are you in? Are you pretty busy? How many hours a week you doing that? Oh, well, fuck, dude. Who have you assigned to manage building out your VT system? And I forget the fourth one.
Personal team development.
Yeah, team development. So I can flap that on. So give me, we'll have fucking this system installed and rolled out inside of fucking 3 days. What do you think? And you know how many of those you'd sell? To that audience that just heard me and just signed up voluntarily?
30 to 50%, for sure.
At least. Let's say 20%. Okay, well, you said half of them would sign up. So if that's half of them, 250, 20% upgrade, that's 50. 50 at 10 G's, that's 500 grand.
That's 100 G's. Mish.
500 grand, bang, pow, poop. And by the way, if we wanted to fucking continually generate leads, you'd make that an evergreen webinar and run ads to it 24/7. So now it's like you'd wake up in the morning and there'd be another fucking 250 fucking people that signed up because they heard that fucking webinar.
Fuck yeah.
So we're generating fucking 75K on signups every day and producing fucking 200 leads every day for a sales team that calls and tries to get fucking 10 or 20 grand. Pop, 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 bang! Pow! Whack! Pop! Now all of a sudden fucking this place ain't doing 18 million, is it? It's doing 18 million a goddamn month. And then where am I?
And the EBITDA on that is.
Where am I?
Dick.
Where am I during this whole thing?
You're outside, you're smoking cigars.
I'm smoking cigars, checking my DMs and having fun because that's what I do. I don't do anything.
Who the fuck you want to be?
No, I need the motherfuckers that do it.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody wants to fucking think it up. Okay? I got it thought up. I need motherfuckers to do it. See, there he is. There's a guy right there. Is he a doer? Is he a doer?
Yeah.
He can't be. He doesn't know what to do. I just said it. If I told you right now, dude, there's the concept, go do it, you're not going to be able to actually do it. You might, I don't know you very well. Most people aren't able to. Why? Because they don't know what they need to know in order to do that. It's very rare to find someone that knows everything they need to know to do that. Because again, the 4-hour webinar, dude, I just hypothetically said it was awesome and everyone was fired up. Well, who the fuck is going to put down how to grow and scale content to get them fired up? Again, I could think of, fucking Grant Cardone could do it. Fucking my buddy Ryan Stewman, Andy Elliott, like you start naming all these fucking people. Well, dude, that's all they're doing. That's what they do. But Muir sells fucking Lightspeed. Muir don't fucking show people how to grow a scale business. So he said, well, I'm going to need a grower and a scaler. That's why I don't do it, because God damn it, how about just go fucking handle the leads we got, let's make some money and let me just fucking figure this out. But really what I'm saying is, let me wait until I find some fucking executors, because I need executors. What I just did is all I want to do. Explain it. And then I go, fuck, can't wait to see you. And then 2 weeks later, dude, I see the fucking 512 people on the goddamn webinar, and I'm like, fuck, dude, all I got to do is fucking show up and fire them up? Yeah. Like, dude, I got them. They're here. Let's go. Well, no, you got to get them too. Oh, I got to get them too. Fuck, so I got to do everything myself? Then what the fuck do I need you for? That'd be my question. Well, I'll help you celebrate and take the money. No. If I got to do it all myself, I don't need to share no money. But the ideas and the concepts, solid, bro. How many good ideas have you heard come from me? Serious.
Quantity.
Dude, what I just said, and by the way, we were talking about other things. Like, do you see how many things I can be doing?
Emotions go, yeah, and then when logic sets in, we go,
With those people. So now how are you going to just pay for the people? Because you need to produce at least 70 grand a month to pay for that 70 grand in payroll. So how can you make 70 grand in sales? You're like, oh, I guarantee, yeah, but you can't deliver it, which means it's not sustainable, which means it's not a good business model. So what can you do? Well, let's go to the fucking, annual upfront thing. Okay, I told you, we can do that. but they're going to make a million calls and not even get a decision maker on the phone.
That's not true. Not true at all.
So you think these guys are just killer at getting decision
I
makers
can
on?
get people on the phone right now and they'll tell you their job is to get to the decision maker.
Okay,
That is their entire job.
then why don't we just have those people sell me the lead? Well, I got to pay their salary and try it, but I would. How many we want to hire? 10?
We can start with me. I don't
Out
give
of
a
a-
shit.
Okay, start with you. How much you want to do it?
I don't even need to be paid.
Deal! Deal! Let's go. See, that's easy to say yes to. Because what's the worst that can happen? You go try it and you don't get a hold of nobody and I was right. Or no, you fucking go up there and you got a hold of a lot of decision makers and you fucking got 6 deals in fucking 2 days. And if you do, bro, I'll throw a lot of fuel on that fire.
Then what?
And by the way, that's just one company, dude. We can sit here, we can,
Access to Lightspeed to sell it.
you just need the knowledge. Why you need access?
Which is when we're actually on selling it.
Well, again, I mean, I get you a demo account with Acme and shit, but like, you don't need anything to sell it except the knowledge.
Yeah.
So like, if you could get a hold of someone tomorrow and they go, well, what about this? And you go, oh, I don't know. Well, then you probably ain't
Let's
get.
trial and error. We'll figure that shit out.
Yeah, but the first thing you said is an appointment setter. So again, are you going to set appointments or are you going to fucking close? Because if you can just get appointments with companies, again, that's one thing I'd pay for. Why? Well, because I'm paying for them now. I spend money to get 220 booked calls on their calendars. We're just not closing at a high percentage because I'm not back there closing them.
Because you got 3 sales reps.
That's not the only reason. There's more than that, but that's correct. Why? Well, because
You can't close volume if you have 3 people.
no, quite frankly, I'm looking for a sales manager first. Why? Well, because I could hire 6 motherfuckers and now I got a goddamn 6 more people to train. Why don't I get a sales manager once I find one sales manager? Well, they got fucking 6 people to hire and train. What would I want you to do is, I don't know, what can you do? If you're like, dude, I can go close motherfuckers and I can get appointments, I can get people on the phone, I can build a team. Good, what's that look like? You said, shit, you don't have to pay me, I'll do it first, show you I can do it. Okay, good, there's the plan. Let's go eat. We done?
Good.
See, nice and easy.
So what do I need to be able to
And you
sell?
also need to think about that 30K. Didn't you give us 30K? Why don't you make a system while you're doing it?
I'm just going to bring that girl out.
Because
I'm just gonna-
I know, but dude, if you want that product knowledge I said you need, understand your system by building one. Because dude, you're crazy if you don't, because you still can sell it no matter what. But building it and
I'll just
like
use it on-
just listening to me on how to use it and the things I can do. Don't you think you feel like you know more than you did when you got here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, if I were you, I would build your system so you're not only just building it for yourself, but you're like, now I know why he needs that. Now I know that is fucking valuable and how to explain it. Well, again, moving forward, if you're that guy and you want to just build a big old fat business, I can help you build one for yourself that services this one. Just like, technically Atkins or whatever they
Yeah,
call
but
it.
Caroline can't do that for me.
Who's Afghan? Who's Afghan? Yeah, Aptiv. Just like Aptiv, like, dude, technically, Aptiv doesn't have thousands of people. They got thousands of sales reps, independent, using all their name and shit. So all of them kind of do that, Vivint, et cetera. So I can help you build a business within the business, meaning, you're technically, Dylan Interactive. Do you think?
I need to be able to demo it, and I need some form to where they can pay for it online.
You
That's
don't,
really it.
and you don't want training.
I don't need it.
Do you believe that or no?
I've never seen it, but if you
Well,
think
dude,
You've never seen what?
I built
Hold on, you've never seen what?
anybody sell without training.
Well, here's the thing. I built a $10 million pest control business, and I don't know how to treat for spiders.
It's
I know
not
how
the
to sell.
same.
No,
It's
no,
not the same.
I don't know how to build a Lightspeed system. That's what you're saying.
Dude, if I
I
said,
don't know how to build a Lightspeed system, but yet I can sell it. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying that there's not value.
no,
but
you
I'm
got to
saying
know
we're
what,
talking-
like, for example, I'm the customer, right? Okay, oh, this sounds great, Dylan. How much is it?
$300 a month.
That's
for a
it?
year.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, again, it isn't it. It's $300 a month minimum. It's
Oh.
$3 a user. How many users do I have?
I see what you're saying. So what I would rather.
But do you think it'd be easier to sell if it was just $3,600 for the year, unlimited usage? Because I might make a plan for that. We'll put in an asterisk, up to 100 users. That'll protect us. But that's all it is. $300 a month. Unlimited users up to 100 users. How many employees you got?
1,000.
Oh, well then we're gonna need 10 times that. It's 3,000 a month, up to 1,000 users. How about that?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, good. Well, let's sell that.
Yeah.
And if you can sell that, you or your brother Jerry, I don't give a fuck who does it, but if you go up there, back home, and next thing you know, a couple days later, you
I
go.
already have someone ready to buy.
I know, but those are like friends. Like call strangers. Don't call people that you're.
Well, this is easy.
I know, but you can sell one or two, bro. I know you can because you got the network. It's when can you sell strangers?
No, I will do it with strangers.
Because if you get on the phone and start calling businesses, get to the fucking decision maker and start selling these on a fucking consistent basis, I'm gonna go, God damn, bro. And I'm gonna say, hey, why don't you open up a call center? Here, I need 100 of you motherfuckers doing that. So again, go up there,
what
go up
would
there
it-
and do it first, and then I'd probably fund that whole idea. Why? Because you proved it. I don't personally believe, even if I spent $5 million, that you could fucking have a bunch of $4 an hour workers call and get decision makers on the phone and then close them on Lightspeed. I don't think so. But I might be wrong. You're like, they're doing it every day. They're reading from a script. Who's got that script? Do I got to write a script now?
You don't have any idea how many scripts I've built up.
I know. Do I got to write a script now?
I can build it
If you don't know how to sell it, how you write the script?
because it's sales.
Just sales?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I
again,
understand. Like as long as
are
I
you
have a
from
basic-
Missouri?
As long as I have a basic understanding of the features of Lightspeed, there are things to sell.
Yeah, but you already understand.
Community, skill shop, interactivity. That's not that difficult to already sell.
Yeah, but why is it important to a business?
For interactivity, because of data.
Interactivity is relatively low value to a business.
I don't think it is.
Okay, well, I do, and so do business owners.
You probably think that, but
Well, because for what? What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Interactivity.
Explain how to use interactivity that's going to help my business.
onboarding.
Why does it have to be interactive?
Because fill out this form, it immediately connects
That's
into
not
a
interact.
DocuSign.
That's not interactivity, by the way.
Then I have something confused.
Well, that's
Why don't we do
that's
this?
integration, Dylan.
We
Interactivity is like when you ask questions. Like, have you seen the interactive videos?
Mm-hmm.
That's interactivity, you know. And for business owners, they could use it. I've shown.
Two things. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I've shown. Listen, I've shown people, and I can show you right now in Lightspeed shit that we built here ourselves as a contest to see how if they could use Lightspeed to build interactive shit. And one of them's an onboarding module. It's pretty funny if you want to watch it, and they can do it successfully. So there are better ways of delivering onboarding training with interactivity. I'd agree. The problem is most companies aren't going to understand how, number one. And number two, the value is simply, that was cool. And that's all there is. Interactivity.
With the interactivity, they will be able to see the retention of their reps drastically increase. Because when they have competence and confidence in their craft, they stay on longer.
Yeah, but interactivity doesn't necessarily do that. Repetition would.
Reporting.
So
Yeah,
again,
there's definitely things
I know,
that we can
but
test.
as a business, I can make you walk through just a video, no interactivity, and get you understanding what it is you need to do.
Yeah.
I would leverage interactivity, but it's very difficult and time consuming to think up and build. So if I'm just quickly trying to train a receptionist or a fucking person how to clean that bathroom and what it needs to look like before business opens, I'm not gonna go into a studio and create fucking how I want the bathroom to look. I'm gonna walk in there with this fucking phone and I'm gonna say, okay guys, listen, I want to make sure that every time a customer walks in this business, this bathroom is spotless. And rather than get you to like imagine what spotless looks like, let me show you. You see that toilet right there? Notice how that's that needs to be like that 24/7. So if anybody walks in this motherfucker and you look at that toilet and it didn't look just like that, motherfucker, do what it takes to get it to look just like that, which is generally wiping the piss off the floor and Then the floor needs to look like this. And by the way, every fucking 2 hours, I want you to come check, because if I walk in here and it smells like pee, well, then you probably weren't in here for a while, because it takes an average of 4 hours for pee to start stinking up the bathroom. Okay? Love ya. Boop. I put that in there. I assign it to the fucking janitor.
Janitor goes through it, knows how to do it. Now, could I make interactivity in there? Yeah, time consuming and expensive, no payoff other than he thought it was funny and cool. You know, click on the parts that we want you to clean, you know, that one, that one, that one. Yeah, all right. Too long, too fucking labor intensive just for the purpose. The purpose is I need to make sure everybody knows how to clean that bathroom. I don't even need a camera or editing. I need a fucking iPhone and a goddamn video. And then I upload it and say, go through that until you understand it. The testing tells me that he understood it, signs off on it, by the way. And now I can hold him accountable when I walk in the bathroom and it looks like I see piss stains. I can say, bro, I know you know how to do it and I know you know what was expected. And that accountability allows me to fucking see who's telling me to go fuck myself. But interactivity to businesses isn't that valuable because it's just, I mean, it's cool, but it's not effective. It's not well, the word I'm looking for is like, you know, it's prohibitive. You know, it's not conducive. What is? I'll show a business how to use the system to fucking deliver, track, and measure just videos like that quickly. Why? Because a lot of the shit they want to tell is, you know, up here, how do you use that phone system right there? Dude, go answer the phones. Our phones are blowing up. You don't know how to answer that phone system right there. There's all kinds, how do you transfer it to him and all that? I could have the receptionist sit there and make a fucking video and explain how to use that phone, upload it in here. Now anybody ever fucking is gonna sit there at the front desk, I say, go watch Shannon's module on that phone. And there's no needed interactivity. So, no, so the value of the system to a business is different than the value of the system to people that are selling their courses. If you're selling your courses, dude, you can't have garbage like that. You look like a fucking scam artist, number one. Number two, it's not gonna train the people. Well, then how does it train your people? Because that video delivered with repetition, practice, and accountability would work. The interactivity doesn't guarantee retention. Repetition and accountability and practice does. Interactivity guarantees data collection, and the data collection is the information to upsell, and upselling based on that data makes it fucking very effective upselling and higher conversions. So
So take the 30 grand and let me learn everything that I need to, and then I'll get to a point where I say, this is what I need. I think I could sell.
Well, we're not going to take the 30 grand. We already have it. If you know, we'll hold. I just hold it. Like don't do anything with that. You don't want to keep building your system. You want to explore this. Let's explore that. But your system's still there and paid for. And if you might change your mind and be like, all right, dude, I am going to do a system now that I've seen something. Because, dude, I can show you how to make 50 grand a month just selling your system.
That's
nothing. I know you see bigger picture here. So just park it for a minute.
If I can have that, I know how to present it, all the features, all the benefits to those features, I'll be ready to go. Because I can take it to Aptiv. I can take it and help them see that their service is broken.
Well, again, I can teach you how to do that without knowing everything about Lightspeed. You don't need to. I know, but you don't need to know everything about Lightspeed. You need to know how to do that. So I could train you that over a Zoom. You don't even have to spend weeks here. Because really all you're doing is you getting the in and the decision maker on the phone. Once the decision maker on the phone in the business, you know, let me ask you a question. What if I could show you how to increase this and decrease that and, you know, the benefit? They say, well, how? Training people. Yeah, we got to training people. Yeah, I know, but like, dude, let me tell you something. It's not really training. You don't have repetition, practice, and accountability. You got good content that you're exposing them to, but there's nothing else. What do you mean? Bing, bing, bing. Let me show you what we do. Bang. How much is that? $300 a month or $3 a user? Wow, let's do it. Boom. Like, it's not hard to sell. But they don't say, what's the middleware component used in that fucking interface right there? Like, nobody says that. Like, they just don't know why that's any better than Trainual. Like, we already got Trainual. Why do I need Lightspeed?
So that's my point, is do I really need to come, or can I just sell Aptiv?
We can do it over a Zoom call and save you some money for damn sure. Do you want to come hang out and immerse yourself? You'll learn a lot more and you'll get all excited and we can have more conversations. So feel free, dude, come down. You know, come down. I'm leaving next week, so don't do it now.
Yeah.
Right after holidays, bro. Plan on coming down and hanging out a week.
So,
and I'll walk you through everything. Just write down all your...
Yeah, as long as I can get an okay on that, I can take it back to these companies.
Yeah, write down all your questions.
The onboarding.
Yeah, then you can meet everybody that you need to meet. Like, I do have a partner here. His name's Jason, but I'm the boss, number one. I'm the majority.
but he's the CTO. Yeah, but you might want to know, like, well, how does that work, and how would I do this, and how would I achieve that? Because to fully understand, because when I say you don't need to know it, I mean, there's a lot of things about Lightspeed. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know how to sell it like I do. And the reason I sell it like I do is because I do know it. So I can tell you how to use a million features. You know, I can tell you how to use Lightspeed to do applicant screening, which when I said, why is it available? You should have said, if you knew anything, well, actually, interactivity is fucking very valuable to a fucking train license holder because he could create an applicant screening tool. And depending on the company, if they're doing massive application screening, dude, this could revolutionize their ability to fucking hire more effectively. True. I'd go, God damn, this motherfucker knows his shit. Because all that is an application of interactivity. But most people would not know that. You're not going to come learn that. Why? Because I may not have said it. Well, don't you have a document that shows us how to use it? Yeah, but I'll bet you applicant screening tool is nowhere in our support site. Because it's just an idea of how to use it. And it's a good one, and it works closing them, but no one's ever done it. I don't know why. Well, because they don't know how. They heard me, it's a good idea, but how do I do this? Well, buy a package. Oh, we don't want a package. We'll do it ourselves. Okay, do it yourself then. But how do I do it? You just make a video that asks questions, and those questions will then drop people in buckets. Well, how do I set that up? You want us to set it up for you? No, we want to do it ourselves. Dude, how do I make an applicant screening tool? What do you think they say?
What the hell's that?
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, Brad said it as an applicant screening tool. What? Well, I need to make an interactive video. Okay, do you need me to show you how to make the you want me to show you how you use the interactive studio? No, I want someone to show me how to do what Brad was talking about with the applicant screening tool. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
This is real life, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. You mean you guys don't have applicant screening tools? Oh my God, this is like pulling teeth. What the fuck is this mess? When in reality, all I said was fucking, you should use it to do an applicant screening, and I would. If I was a company, especially Solar and these guys you're talking about, dude, they get a bunch of people to apply. All you do is make an interactive video and a landing page where now if you want to work for me, say you want to work for me, I say, Dylan, you seriously want to work for me, dog? Okay, good. I'm going to tell you what. Go to bradley.com/jobs. You go there, I pop up interactively in a video, and I say, okay, let me ask you a few questions. First, are you willing to work 60 hours a week? Yes or no? If you hit no, no problem. You're probably not going to be a good fit here at Bradley Enterprises. Because that's what they would say if a manager had talked to you, right? Mm-hmm. Why I need a manager to say that? We already know the response to fucking the answer no.
You can have interactivity on a front door page.
Yeah. Now what if they say yes? Oh.
Go somewhere else.
No, yeah, you just ask them another question. Great. Do you understand that we love Jews and blacks and fucking Mormons and Muslims, like no discrimination? You got any discriminatory features? Problems? You got problems with fucking black people? You got problems with fucking Jewish people? You got problems? No, I ain't got no problems. Cool. And by the way, as you go through this, I'm getting compliance too, because now you already guaranteed me you're not going to be prejudiced to my fucking...
You're saying everything that this onboarding thing is.
Should be, right. Again, I know. I told you, dude. I'm telling you. I get you.
Yeah, you're seeing it.
But guess what? That's just like when I talked about the webinar. If you can go do that with Lightspeed, cool. You're a doer and a powerful man. And man, we'll make big money together. But what you'll need is you'll need me to show you how to do all that conceptually. Once you know, oh, that's just a fucking video. That's just an idea on how to use interactivity. Because I can show you how to use interactivity in 5 seconds, or make it. It's the thinking of how to apply it that the workers here don't have. You know, they don't have it. So I'm trying to document it and make modules so when you come on board, I can say, here is how you do this, and here's what you should do with this system. You should make an applicant screening tool.
Yeah.
You should fucking have a management course that allows everybody to get to know management. And as your management changes or grows, add the course or change the course. So now when a new guy comes in, here's management, here's who they are, here's what they look like, here's what they do, here's why you would go to them, here's why you should stay away from them. Do you understand? They go, yeah. Let's make sure. Here's their name. Here's a picture. Put the right name to the right picture. So now they're dragging and dropping. Oh, I know Muir. And exactly. You know who everybody is now. And you haven't even showed up yet. You know who they are and what they do, which would be helpful if you were onboarding a fucking new hire. So you're like, that's a great idea. Well then, again, go tell someone back here, hey, I want to make an onboarding module that teaches them who the managers are. How do I do that? They'll go.
Yeah, I've had plenty of those ideas, and they're like, oh, no, we can't do that. I'm like, what do you mean you can't do that?
Now she needs the knowledge, which I'm slowly imparting. I just hung up. But she's smart. She'll be good. She needs to learn it. She doesn't know it. See, she wouldn't know to help you because she doesn't understand that. If I tell her one time, she'd be able to say, yeah, here's how you do that. Oh yeah, here's how you do that. I could probably log in and show you an Aptive system if we've ever pitched them.
Oh, you definitely have. My buddy used one, but then now he's at a different pest company. But so
Yeah, but I can get you dialed in, bro. Just go write down everything you think you need, and then let's go.
Okay. Okay.
And if it works out, if you have any success whatsoever, we'll take it from there. If you have good success, dude, I'll easily open a fucking phone room up there. You know, I'll easily do everything else. Why? Well, because you'd be a dumbass if you didn't. But I guarantee you that if I just handed you 500 grand, you'd go up there and it would not be that easy for me just to hand you money. And all of a sudden, poof, everything's happening. Because if it was that easy, I'd do it. I just know that that's not going to happen. You're going to need to know a lot of shit, which now is going to be, you're going to need training and support. Well, if I had someone here, because that's what we do is train and support those endeavors. So at the end of the day, can't be everywhere, can't do everything. What I need is a team of executors, people that can execute off of a vision.
So let's say
And by the way, everything you've heard today has been a vision. It's a vision. And that's Bob's talent. He's got vision too, but he's not a doer.
Yeah, I'm both.
Thanks.
Dude, I'm not a doer. Why is that a bad thing? Very rare do you have a visionary and a doer.
You said it was a bad thing.
You said, no, you said thanks, like it was rude.
Now the visionaries all have the money though, so don't worry about it.
You said it was a bad
Dude, no, visionaries that can find doers have the money. Visionaries that can't find executors, they very rarely have the money. The only reason I have the money is because I'm also a doer, but I'm tired of fucking doing it all. If I have to do it all, then why am I sharing all this fucking revenue? I'll do it myself. And everyone else can go fuck themselves. And I'll still be smaller by myself than I will with a team. You're not getting as far as you will with a team as you will alone. I mean, vice versa. Like, you can be a bad motherfucker by yourself, but with a team, you're deadly. I need a team. I should have been building a team for the last 24 years. And I would already be a billionaire. But I didn't build a team, dude. I ridiculed them and made them feel less than, I made them feel bad.
Less than you.
Yeah, exactly.
hard to
All right, so a couple of things that
And by the way, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this because maybe they just scrubbed the videos up in the editing team, but this whole fucking video's good. Like everything that we just talked about, like, dude, that should be put on YouTube with a clever title like fucking inside scenes of, you know, Bradley's mind or whatever, because if somebody watched that, or it can be edited into the parts we were talking about. Because for example, if somebody accidentally came across that owned a business when I was telling you why a business would use this and why they should and why they're dumb if they don't, remember that? Mm-hmm. That would sell the business. The business would be like, dude, I need a system. They wouldn't need to go to the webinar. They wouldn't need to hear anymore. They'd be like, I need one. So again, why do I have to explain to my editing team to take videos like this where I'm basically selling you and then use those to sell it? Why? Well, because I believe, especially in the future, that the future of selling and advertising is not looking at the camera and selling the viewer. It's looking at somebody else and letting the viewer watch me sell him. See what I'm saying? And almost in a format that's, you know, train wrecky, you know, voyeurism, like, you know, wow, this is behind the scenes. Listen to this motherfucker talk about a customer. Oh my God, this is real talk.
In that video, he He looked at Brad,
Still-
what are you trying to close me?
That video's still
How is
up.
the best? What are you trying to close me?
Waging war on
Yeah, like, but you're not gonna be able to do that. Look, guys, Lightspeed is the best system. You need this because, you know, that's what they do now. Well, people tune that shit off. He's just trying to sell me. I ain't listening. But when he stumbles across fucking Brad Lee arguing with a fucking, you know, red-suited salesman, who the fuck is it? What is he saying? Well, he's got a fucking point there. Motherfucker's got a point there. You know, then you'll see in the comments, people defend him. You didn't even let him talk, you fucking asshole. Then I got to comment back, what would he have said? That's wasting time. Wasting time what? Letting him talk. Why? He doesn't even know what to say. I got to fucking tell you what to say to me to get me to do your deal.
See, that's why
See,
he doesn't have
that's valuable right there. That's content. I'm going to go walk the beach and
to ground myself.
turn my skin to leather.
All right, so
Watch
this is what I
Cape
need.
Canaveral.
I need full access to my system. Because
You do.
no, they won't let me get the freaking super dashboard to create
Now,
location.
now see again. That's because they don't know what the fuck. Why? It's your system.
No, they
Look,
don't.
hold up.
They keep
Hold up.
fighting me
I know,
on
but
saying,
watch.
"Oh, you're gonna mess with
Hey,
the
but this is
system."
my.
I'm like, I need to know
This
the
I know,
system.
but this is my point. If they were all in a room right now and I use this as an example to train them, I would say, guys, it's his fucking system. You don't say no.
That's what I've been saying.
And by the way, you can screw up your system. You can't screw up a system that ain't launched, motherfucker. You might do a lot of wrong shit, but dude, it's your system.
Yeah,
you
but
don't
the
you don't
point-
need them to have access to your system. Your system should already be yours and full access. So if you don't have it, tell me Monday and I'll tell these guys, give them his fucking access, bro. Because if you go to the website and spin it up yourself, you have full access. So they can't be fucking telling you no. This is supposed to be the VIP
Oh, I know.
treatment.
I know. I've been saying, like, I paid 30 grand to have gatekeepers. That's what just fucking happened.
But that's because, again, they don't understand. They think you'll screw it up. How is it? Once I talk to them, they'll be like, oh, we didn't know.
I would like to ask them what they think he could screw up.
Well, what's going to happen? What a customer would do is they would go in and they would start doing a bunch of shit that they shouldn't.
Thumbnails and shit.
No, they would just be doing a bunch of shit that they shouldn't be doing.
Like, I understand
Because
it's
there's
separate
customers that
location,
will
though.
do shit. Like we had a customer once before they launched, they went and started fucking creating locations and users and letting people in, and they put all their customers in one location,
Oh.
and then the customer started, seeing each other's shit. Well, number one, the system wasn't launched. I'm like, why the fuck did he have access to create locations and users and start using the system before it's even launched and ready to go? And he's been trained, etc. Well, I don't know. I mean, they have the. So why don't you just fucking not let him have the access?
Well, they took that as.
Well, they took that as, oh, you don't get access. To where when someone just wants access, they can't discern
Well, it's like,
when's
I
it.
kept
When,
saying, I just
What?
said-
That'll teach OBL.
I was like, why don't you just let me create a separate
over
location?
fucking
I
do it.
plan that. And they were like, oh, you can't do that. And I'm like,
did they say it like that?
yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah. Well, go log into your system real quick. Let me see what you can do.
Okay. Just right here.
You got a password?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go to lightspeedvt.com and log in with that password, and it'll put you where you're supposed to be. Which, by the way, FYI, Lightspeed's the only system on Earth that'll do that.
Where do we work?
Tap the keyboard so it turns on that. Or, hey, turn on the Air Mac down there at the bottom in the back. One little button. One little button at the bottom. See, that's the most beautiful day in the world. Monday the 1st. Why? Because everybody wants to procrastinate till the 1st. But the 1st is a Friday, so let me wait till Monday. Like, dude, you can't procrastinate past fucking Monday the 1st, January 1. So that's when everybody's coming back for sure, January 1. And I'll tell you what, they better be fired up and ready to fucking rock and roll. So what will we be doing even if I gave them off till the 1st? Meeting and planning for a couple hours a day. So we aren't working, but we are planning. So when I say there's a goddamn meeting at 2 o'clock and you're like, I thought you gave it to us off. Here you go trying to think again. Let me do the thinking. See, what I want to do is belittle everybody until everybody realizes that I'm a fucking genius. And once everybody bows down and says, you are the genius, what do? I'll be like, why I gotta pay you if I gotta say it? That's like a vicious circle. Woo! I'm joking. Everybody's getting a lot. Ooh, that's a good looking system. See, did we do that? Or did you do that?
I mean, that's my photo, but
I know, but that's a good looking system. See the golds and the hues?
I mean, I technically could still.
Now some people could say, hey, why aren't there more diversity? That's just dumb. But to me, and again, skill, are you teaching people how to get pussy? What are you teaching them?
That's what it feels like.
Dating apps, specifically.
Yeah, well then that
skill
makes
shot
sense.
right
But you
there.
see what I'm saying? That makes sense. Why? Because it looks like you're teaching people how to get laid, how to have a romantic dinner. I thought you taught people sales something.
No, that was in pest control.
What are you teaching people here?
Dating.
How to
Online
get chicks?
dating. Yeah, dating apps.
How to use dating apps or how to get chicks?
How to monetize dating apps.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, you should finish this one day because people will buy that. Yeah, it's good looking. It's good looking. So here, bank.
Yeah, so I can still like.
I know, hold on, bank. Oh, yeah.
You're limited.
They got you fucking double dipped. Hit
Oh, I know.
hit location management.
Double dip and-
But this is why right here.
Oh, your little pre-launch.
But don't worry, Monday I'll have you unlocked to where you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's your system. But guess what'll start happening?
Start getting hit.
$300 a month. Why? Well, because you're using the system, bro. Well, I just want to. Well, then if all you want is a one like sandbox location, I'll make you a location and keep you locked. Which do you prefer?
Sandbox location.
I'll make you a sandbox and you can go in there and fuck around with it. But you can't make locations because, dude,
So there's an idea. That's a good idea, actually.
what?
To actually implement that on the project side. Create a sandbox. location.
Nobody needs a sandbox location. Okay.
Let them learn the
Most
system.
people, they don't need to learn all that shit. He's trying to sell it. That's why he needs it. If he were a customer, I'd say, dude, you don't need all that. Why? Because we're going to make it for him.
Okay.
See what I mean? Everybody has their own ideas, and that's when we get into trouble. Everybody else's idea is what gets us into trouble. Why would we develop our own custom fillable PDF if there's a million of them out there? So in that case, I would say, dude, just do it like this. You'd be like, oh, yeah, that's better. But if you said, you know, who would develop that for me? Well, we would find out what you're talking about. Once we decided, hey, dude, it's easier to do that. You know, I want my own. Okay, well, then now it goes to fucking the development team, and they go, okay, we want to do that. Why? Well, because he's the only one in the fucking world that's going to want to use it. And it ain't going to matter to anybody. And then I'd go, well, we're not developing it
So
unless he wants to
basically,
pay for it.
It could be developed, or there could be.
Yeah, dude, I have programmers and developers that'll develop fucking
Yeah,
whole
that
new
was-
system for you if it makes sense. And we won't even charge you if it makes worldwide sense, meaning everybody could benefit from that. But if you just want it for your little system to facilitate your little thing, you would have to pay for it to develop
You could
it.
have your own programmer though go in.
Yeah, we do custom development if you want.
But what I'm saying is, if you were to license this to me, once I prove it to you, could I have my own programmer just pop in and?
Yeah,
Work other people's
you'd be able to fucking call my partner in CTO and say, hey, dude, I need the system to do this, this, and this. And he'd go, okay, you know, here's the roadmap and here's the timeline. Why? Well, because, dude, you know, obviously you're not an idiot. You're out fucking making us a ton of money. Let's fucking give him what he needs. Listen, without you, she comes here and she says, Brad, how much you want for me to help you do this? And I would say the same thing I said to you. You pick a package. The system is what the system is. Well, it's 20% to use the system. It ain't 20% for a package. It's 30 grand. So basically, she'll give you the 30 grand and you'll show her how to use the system. That's 30 grand. That's what you get. You get it. I don't want it. She don't have to pay me 30 grand. She pays you. You're the one doing it. The 20% is not to do that. The 20% is to use this technology to make money. If you don't want to use this technology to make money, well, then you don't owe me 20%. But if you're like, no, we need that, so we get all those features that no one else has. Well, then the fee to that is 20% of your revenue. Now, if you want to make a special deal where I cut, because again, right now it'd be you and her, but if I cut you and her a deal where you go, no, she's okay with the 20, I just want half of it. Well, then you want commission. You want 50% of the revenue I'm getting. That's a commission.
What I'm saying is, if I went and I replicated this over and over and over and over and over.
Well, now that's not a business partnership. And if that is a business partnership, well, then you don't need me to do that, Dylan. Go make all those deals and keep bringing them home to daddy. That's between you and them. It's not between us. Why? Because, dude, what you're saying is you're making them a deal, and then you're using Lightspeed. So make them a deal. Make them a deal.
Why we can't license this?
You can, but it's two different things. If you're bringing me customers, you're not making them all fucking equity deals. If you're bringing me a customer, you're saying, hey, Brad, here's a customer. Give me a piece. I brought you a customer. Yeah, it's called a commission. I'd be happy to.
Yeah, well,
but I
let's
partnered with this
separate-
person,
let's separate
and now I'm gonna bring you down, and I want my commission.
Let's
No,
separate-
I don't pay commission
Let's
to
separate
customers.
The equity piece.
Do what?
Okay, let's separate the equity piece of me being her business partner. Okay, I license it to these people to do exactly what you do. How does it look? Because it doesn't make sense.
You would
for
probably-
me to then do the production, do the B-roll, set up the buttons, yada 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 yada, for all these people to then make 40K on it. That makes no fucking sense.
Well, you would charge them to do all the yada, yada, yada,
I
yada.
get that.
Okay, so it's yada, yada, yada money
But-
and
but
40,000.
But I can also pay you on the freaking production.
Okay, then pay us on the production and charge
No,
them
I meant,
more.
like, I can give you a cut of the production. Like, we can make things work.
I don't want a cut of the production. That's what you earned. You did it. Why would you give me any?
I just feel like things are negotiable, but you're not seeing what I'm saying.
I totally am. I think you're not seeing what I'm saying.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. I built the system, so it's 20% flat no matter
You should
what.
go start a business building people's systems. You don't need me. You don't need to give me any money. You should go help all those people build their systems. And you get 100% of the money, and you charge whatever you want because it's your business. You're responsible.
But you gotta understand, I'm already going in asking for 50-50 or whatever deal we land on, and then Brad comes in and takes 20.
No, I do not take 20.
Not of the whole thing, obviously. But if a lot of the
They're
stuff
two
is-
different things, bro.
I understand what you're saying.
And you don't need to use Brad. You can say, I don't want to use Brad as a partner now. Why the fuck would we give him 20% of this? Well, if we haven't sold you, you wouldn't. So go get on Kajabi and make your million and keep 100% of it. And then know in the back of your head, fuck, if I went with Brad, I'd be making 2 million, but he'd be getting paid. Yeah, we ain't getting him paid. Fuck him. I'm gonna fucking suffer and take less because fuck him making money. No. Well, dude, I don't want to be your partner anyway. Why? Because you're concerned about what the fuck I'm making, bitch? Go worry about what you're making. Well, I'll make it without you. No, you won't. I guarantee you won't. You're gonna make less than working with me. And because of that, I want a little piece to work with me. If you don't want to give me a piece, bro, you're what I call a dick. So just use Kajabi. That's what they're for. They're hand Kajabi artists.
So,
But if you're like, well, fuck, I don't care what you're making as long as I'm making. That's my kind of partner right there. Now I'll show you how to make a bunch of money. Why? Because you want me to make them. I want you to make it. Everybody's making money. Everybody's happy. But when people are like, why are you making money? Motherfucker, that's the wrong partnership to start out. Why am I making money? Because I'm showing you how to do it. Well, I don't need to know. Well, then you don't need the consulting if you know. So go do it all. And by the way, you should charge her for that. And she should give you a piece of equity because of that, because it's going to be more than just VT. Who's going to negotiate the fucking hair out of China? Who's going to negotiate the glue that fucking puts the hair on? Who's going to show her how to fucking scale and franchise that toupee queen fucking location? Because she's only got how many? How many?
one.
Oh, fuck. She's got one. Why wouldn't she have 100? Who's going to negotiate that? Who's going to fucking increase the demand for the VT for franchise training as well? Which, by the way, that would be the same way she fucking trained her franchises. Which, by the way, could make a whole lot more money and a whole lot more people buying a whole lot more hair. Like I said, I know someone that's doing it right now. She's doing fucking $200 million a year teaching salons and artists how to implement her, basically, extensions. A certain way you knot it and da-da-da-da-da. And she sells them the hair. She sells them the training. She sells them the fucking products and services. She's got live events and one-on-one coaching. She makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year. And guess what? If she was on Lightspeed, would she owe me 20% of all that? No. A lot of that's fucking hair and all this other shit. Her training, that she doesn't even charge for, by the way. And you're thinking the consulting is why I get it. No. I'll teach you how to fucking do it, but you have to be a customer. Why? Because as a customer, I get 20%. If I don't get 20%, I'm not consulting you at all. At all. Like, go get on Kajabi, we're done talking. Why? I don't need to fucking help you make money on Kajabi. And quite frankly, you can't do all the things I know you should do, so it's a waste of time. Why? Because you can't build interactive content. You can't ask questions. You can't make offers.
No, I get all this.
Okay, so therefore I can't help you unless you're on Lightspeed, and Lightspeed's 20%. Consulting's the one-time fee. So if you went to her and you said, listen, I'm gonna teach you how to use Lightspeed for 30 grand. Well, now you're literally doing what we were gonna do, which is fine. I don't even care about that. Go ahead. Why? I can't help everybody. You can do that. But she can do that here for 30 grand. So you're charging her half of her company to do that? That would be basically ripping her off, but I won't tell her. Why? Because she could have done that for 30 grand and her company's worth more than 30 grand. So she can do that here to use Lightspeed. I'm not gonna go help her build her brand. I'm not gonna go help her fucking build a multi-million-dollar company. I'm gonna help her put together the training system and use it to effectively do what she's trying to do, which is sell training. What about franchising? There's so much to that, dude, but once you are franchising, goddamn, let's use that to fucking train the franchisees. And in fact, I would consult her for my 30 grand. You should charge your fucking franchisees for the training system because you had already spent the money to make it and they won't do it individually. So they'd rather give you 200 bucks a month so they can use that. And by the way, they could also sell it to their people, which is your MLM-y bullshit. Boom, and now you can get fucking 80% and you only give home office 20%. And by the way, that's fine with me. Why? Well, because all I want is 20% from the person that made the 20%. So I would take 20% of her 20%. Why? Because that's all she got. I can turn off all the features that make it valuable and just make it a hosting solution like it is. And you still got the leaderboards and it's still a better system. But I don't want a piece of your revenue. Why? Because technically you could do the same thing with Kajabi. And as soon as you can do the same thing with Kajabi, then I don't deserve a rev share. Why? Because there's a better deal using Kajabi, bro. So if I were being fair and ethical, I would say, dude, use Kajabi, don't give me a piece. But instead of saying that, I said, well, let me make our system act like Kajabi and turn off the value to where you just have the same thing. So that's a flat rate model. Yeah. So now you don't need to go to Kajabi because I will do the same deal Kajabi will for that. And then you say, yeah, but you're taking away the fucking shit that would make me want that. Right. And if that's not okay, well then you got to pay. Why? Well, because you want to use this, bro, and they don't have it. So you can't say I'm going to go to them. No, you're not. You go to them, you don't get it. So the only way to get it is through us, and our price is X. And then lastly, yeah, but dude, if we're making millions, can't you come down on a little of that? They're like, come on. Yeah, I would. Once you're making millions, not right out the gate. Why? Because, dude, nothing might happen too.
Sure. Well, last question, and this is separate, but if I spend all this time learning this system, because that's honestly...
Yeah, but throw a better fucking, like, time, effort, and money. Like, yeah. Make it bigger.
Yeah, because that was a secondary thing that's just in the background that I could make money off Lightspeed right now. So that's why I asked.
But that's a commission. You can do that. But if you want to build a company on Lightspeed, the company you should build would be, because Lightspeed's already built, you don't need to build that. I'm going to build a company that fucking leverages Lightspeed, uses Lightspeed, sells Lightspeed, endorses Lightspeed, but I'm going to build a business on showing people how to fucking do it. Which, by the way, we offer that service. Most companies are like, no, that's what we do. Dude, I don't give a fuck about that service. If I could, all I'd do is flip on systems and send them to a guy like you that'll go in there and do the real work, which is fucking showing them how to do it and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Filming their shit, editing their shit, dropping in their shit, dealing with them. Yeah. Like, I'd rather just, hey, you want to go build that company? You don't need me to build that company. Go build it. But you need to know Lightspeed, because if you don't know Lightspeed, how are you going to help them?
Makes sense.
All you can do is fuck them. Hey, give me some money and I'll show you how to do it. And you don't even know how to do it. But if you knew how to do it, you should build a company, call it fucking Dylan Consulting, Dylan Interactive Consulting. Mm-hmm. And by the way, let's say me and you don't like each other anymore. Quit using Lightspeed. Dylan Interactive doesn't have an exclusive with Lightspeed, but right now it's the only thing. So Dylan Interactive based his whole business on Lightspeed. And you built all this fucking customers and shit. Those are your customers. They're not our customers. They're your customers. But they need a Lightspeed system. So like, you would literally take over all of the thinking and all of that we do here. And that's what we sell for a one-time fee, not a recurring fee. And dude, I would send you all the business in the world if you can do that well.
So this is my last question. So again, I go through this process, I fly out, and I learn all the tools for the original idea. This is just, the reason I asked that is because that's playing in the background and I have this deal on the table and I'm like, I'm not trying to squander that.
No, if I was you, I'd go back, tell her, hey, listen, I want to help you build this into a big business. Not Lightspeed, big business. It's beyond Lightspeed.
Yeah, an actual part.
And make a deal with her. Make a deal with her. Hey, give me 20% of the equity in the company and I will help you do this. And you shouldn't be talking about what you're going to do with Lightspeed. Talk about what you're going to do for the business. Right? I mean, you're going to help her. You're gonna become her partner. You're gonna fucking promote her. You're gonna do all this, all that. That's worth a piece. Give me a piece. I'll do this. And she says, okay, if you can close her. She gives you a piece, and then you're like, oh, now Brad gets 20%. No, you don't, because number one, now your business that your partner's in need to determine whether you use Lightspeed or not. If the answer is yeah, well then Lightspeed gets 20% of the revenue from Lightspeed, but that's not the only business. You know, a business involves like the shit she's showing on videos, that's a salon somewhere making money, right? Well, again, she might disclude that. Why? I already got it. I don't need you for that. Say, hey, don't give me any money from the salon. All the money from the salon is excluded. It's everything outside from this point forward that we're gonna build. Like maybe at the next salon, I get a piece of that one. Why? I'm gonna help you build it. I'm gonna help you build a fucking product line. Instead of buying all this fucking hair you're buying, we're gonna make our own hair over in China, and you're gonna not have to pay the expense of that toupee anymore, because we're buying it for fucking fractions, and we're selling it to the motherfucking baldy. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But that has nothing to do with Lightspeed. See, all that is why she's giving you equity.
Yeah.
It's not because you're fucking helping her with Lightspeed.
So
And by the time you do that, I guarantee you would probably say, just give them 30 grand. They'll fucking help you with Lightspeed, because I'm busy over here fucking negotiating real shit. Because Lightspeed, that's just a tool, man. How do you set it up? How do you utilize it? That's consulting. Once we do that, and again, we don't consult on all that other shit. Even though I could, Lightspeed doesn't. Lightspeed doesn't do business consulting. That whole thing you're talking about, that's business consulting.
yeah, no, this makes perfect sense.
Lightspeed doesn't
this
consult
is
businesses.
my question. So independent of that, the only reason I brought that up is because it's just in the background right here.
Yeah.
That's why I had to get the answers. For this, my real like drive for this is the call center. Yes, the actual like sales reps, blah 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 blah, but actually adding the value too of the onboarding piece. Could be slightly different, who knows? But
Well, that one, I thought we agreed that you're going to go up and do it.
no, 100%.
And if you do it, we'll fucking grow that, because I just don't believe one or a call center can successfully generate enough revenue from those calls to pay all the expenses. Because it's not easy. You're saying, yeah, it is. And I said, well, then show me. Because maybe I'm wrong, bro. If you come back next week and you got 6 fucking deals, I'll be like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, so my question is what does that look like? Because I don't want to go grind for something that I don't know what it looks like. That's why I had to ask that question about the whole toupee queen situation.
But if you sold software, mine is all you're doing,
Yeah.
for a year in advance, you would get 20%. Now, if you're like, well, come on, man. Well, again, I'm willing to fucking go higher if you're going to be like a distributor, which is what it boils down to. But let's go see if you can do it first. Like, let's make a deal if you can do it. Like, show me you can do it.
So 20% is like what you're thinking before.
No, 20% is what I would pay anybody.
Oh, I see. But if I can go do it, then we can talk.
If you can do it in volume, well, then it's worth more than 20%. Why? Well, because my guys can do it, but you know, they only do it one at a time. They're not saying, let me go manage a whole fucking team of people and if I can do this in volume. Because in volume, I got to pay these motherfuckers 20%. Then there's nothing in it for me. Well, then you might need a little bit more. You know, maybe 40%,
So
maybe 50%. And by the way, if you did enough volume, I'd give you fucking 80%. And I'd just take a little tiny 20.
So are you open to it being a separate company?
Sure.
Okay. So I need to know.
That'd be a marketing arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a distributor. And now you're going to want Lightspeed email and blah, 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 blah. But if it's a separate company, go ahead. It won't even charge you a penny. Why? Because if you start doing it, dude, you're in like Flynn. Like I said, I ain't from Missouri, but I do like you to show me. Missouri's the show me
As long as I
state.
know that we can be an actual partner in a business versus like, I'm doing all this. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Dude, I'll show you how to build your own business where you own it all. Like, and it doesn't bother me at all.
I understand like the dating thing and all that, but I don't think that that's where like the money I'm looking for is.
What dating thing?
Like the dating app and build my own thing and build my own brand. Like I get that, but
Well, you could make millions doing it, but you know, you could definitely.
more than likely I'm just gonna use the dating app thing.
You see the word on that board?
Do both.
That's what you should do is both, bro.
Just while
Finish.
I'm here, go ahead and film.
Well, yeah, because, dude, you could set that up to where it's making 40, 50, 80, 90, 100K a month, turns into a fucking popular thing like that speed dating bullshit, and now you're making fucking $7 million more on that brand fucking with it. You're not even serious about it. You can make 100 million with the toupee lady, but that's 7 million. You don't want 107 million, you just want the 100? Well, that's enough for me. Well, then, you know, that's a choice you gotta make. But I'd make both. I'd say, I'm gonna park that for a minute, because I want to get this going. That one's not as exciting to me. I think you don't think you can sell it is your problem.
Yeah, there's a portion of that.
Well, dude,
There's a portion of me wanting to partner with people that
listen,
already have
Dan
something.
Bilzerian was coming out with a course on how to get chicks, how to get pussy. He was.
I know you said chicks.
Okay, which I don't know what that teaches, but Dan Bilzerian is about to teach how you get some chicks in your life. But he did a survey amongst all the frickin' people that follow him, and coincidentally, they didn't want to learn how to get fucking chicks. They wanted to learn how to get paid. So again, you're teaching someone how to get chicks, there's a fucking market for that. He'll fucking buy it right now. Ben needs to get laid bad. You wouldn't want to learn how to leverage Tinder? And by the way, I don't even know how you're teaching them, because I heard Tinder, you just swipe and you'll get laid eventually.
That's the way you build your profile.
I know, but like, here's how
Yeah,
you,
bio, prompts, like.
I know, but if I bought this thinking you got all this fucking know-how, and you're like, you know, get on the app, make a profile, don't be cheeseball, put up a good picture, don't lie, and then swipe right and say tap, and then swipe and tap, and I bet you within a week you're gonna get motherfuckers tapping you back. I'm gonna be like, you ripped me off. Why? Because that's how it works. You taught me how to fucking use Tinder.
Yeah, but most people don't tell you how to use it.
Tinder?
What? No, yeah, which?
I've never been on Tinder my whole life, but you know want to know what's funny? I fucking would have invented Tinder if I was an executor back then, because I told Jason, even Jason, I called it I would, because everything was I this, I that, back when the internet came out. And I said, dude, and I didn't know it was called a dating app. All I said was, dude, and I was gonna use Lightspeed to do it, but dude, what we should do is make it to where I go through a chick's picture or profile or video. She talks, tells me about herself. I hit a button that says, I would. And she goes through a list of dude videos, and they say, I would. And when two people both match on that they both would, then it shoots each other a fucking message and their phone numbers. It fucking connects them. And we'll call it I would. I would, spelled W-O-O-D, like morning wood.
Put a lot of thought into this.
That's all the thought I had, is just the vision, that was it. And I explained it just like that, because that's all I pictured was, you know, imagine this thing where I could just go, no, 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 oh, fuck. I'll take that one. And then that don't do anything. The other side, she has to fucking say she'd have done me too. So if she's thumbing through pictures and comes across mine and says, I would, well then it goes, bam, those motherfuckers would fuck each other.
Yeah, that's what Match.com is. If you hit a like, they'll see it.
It's
If
just
they hit a
Tinder,
like, it's a
what you're
match.
saying.
Exactly. And dude, you can ask Jason, when I first brought that up, it was probably before I was in this building, and that was 2008. It was probably 2003, 2004. Trust me, dude, she does hair extensions. They're called something too. My wife gets them. I'm like, how much was your hair extensions, babe? She said like 4,000. I'm like, 4 fucking thousand? Well, they're special. They're done a certain way, and there's only one person that does them. And fuck. Then it turns out the lady, because I talked to her, because I wanted to fucking wring her neck trying to close my chick on a $4,000 extension job. Oh, well, these are special bead robe extensions. You know, nobody knows how to do them, but they last forever. And da 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 da. Okay, well, what the fuck is that? Well, this lady does my look, and I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking Garrett's wife. So I called Garrett, and I'm like, Garrett, your fucking wife, da 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 da. He goes, fuck yeah, bro. Huge, she's huge. If I were that toupee lady, same thing, because toupees for men are hair extensions for women.
Right.
So again, I don't want a hair extension. She's never gonna get me in her fucking salon. I could call Danielle right now and say, dude, you better figure out toupees quick. Why? There's a chick out there, 23 years old, don't know her ass from the hole in the ground, doing toupees. Same thing you're doing, but now for men. She, I guarantee you, would fucking do it. And that's another thing that you got to worry about. Soon as you get on the radar with the toupee lady now has that girl that would think of that herself without me. Because toupees are really just extensions for men. You know, if I were bald like that, and those videos where it's like, no, you're bald. Like, see, even Muir, he's going bald.
It'll just be bald.
No, but I mean, like, you don't look like you're bald. You look like you're going that way. Like, you're headed that way.
Headed down the road, yeah.
Yeah, but eventually, dude, you'll be more domed than hair.
It'll all be dome.
I would go see her. Because if she can do what, did you see those toupees, dude? They're good.
It is hairy.
Yours is one of them?
Yeah, that's a toupee. That's
Oh, see, again, like,
Also a client.
That's what I said. It's
yeah, but this is my point. I didn't even know. So, like, she does really good. Like, if I were
You
going,
never even tell.
dude, if I were going bald, I would go up to her because where else are they doing it? Well, guess what? She's making all the money, but guess what I can convince her of? She's fucking limited. She can only have so many dudes show up. So guess what? She needs to make money off other stylists doing it. And then she needs to make money off the hair they need to buy and the products they need to buy, even though she's buying it from this company. Stop buying it from that company. Go start your own company because you're going to have thousands more customers. You don't tell them to go buy them from that company, make that company rich. You make an exclusive deal with that company, private label that shit. Now they're coming to you. They have never even heard of that company. Even though they might be able to find it, but some research. But why would they? They built a brand. They went to you. They love you. Live events, trips, franchising, bing, bing, bing. I can show her how to make mills. Yeah, if she don't know how to scale, bro, you got an opportunity to show her business because that's just 101, business 101. And she's so young, she may not know it. But I wouldn't whack her too hard, dude, because she'll figure out you fucked her one day and then you're going to have an ugly situation. I would say, hey, listen, honestly, let me help you. This is an opportunity for you. She's going to make it one way or the other. Problem is she's going to have to learn the hard way that what she's doing right now is going to fucking hit a fucking limit. Like you say, he goes back every 3 weeks. Well, first of all, he can't go back every 3 weeks. He lives here.
Yeah, she's the one taking the client.
I know, but he lives here. So he's not going up there. So, dude, she needs salons here because he would go every 3 weeks, which now locks in the fucking customer and guarantees return. Dude, stylists love that all the time. So she should be fucking teaching every fucking hair salon on planet Earth how to do that. And selling them the fucking hair. And I have integrity, which would be no integrity for me to offer some brand new motherfucker with no proven track record less than I do my top customers. My top customers may not do this. So it's real easy to offer that, but she has to do this to get it. So that's called a sliding scale. So sure, she wants to fucking negotiate. Sure, I'll negotiate. Why would I fucking, like, again, why would I not want that revenue? Well, with all the headaches that come along with it, no. But if there's no headaches, sure. So what are the headaches? Well, again, everyone's going to bitch and moan. So all I got to do is say, John, are you doing $1 million a month? No? Okay, well, you want what I gave her? Do $1 million a month like she's doing. And I'll lower yours too. Why? Because I'd rather have two motherfuckers doing $1 million for less. Hey, by the way, all of this footage was good footage. Like, this is long form. It lasted hours. It's behind the scenes negotiating. It's behind the scenes this, that, and the other thing. So the whole entire fucking video is shown, but it could be chopped up in the segments we were talking about. Even the fucking fuck you and the But to make sure he knows that's valuable shit. And then make sure that you blur out any names to protect the innocent. That way Ed Milet and all that can't be used.
You bring value. Bring it by assuming it. You can assume value. How many people here want more money? Look, there's an assumption. And who ain't raising their hand? Holy shit, are you stupid? Folks, you gotta unlearn that shit. You want more money. I'm telling you guys, I've been broke, I've been rich. Rich is better. And the gap is widening.